I was almost getting ready to click that end stream button. That'd have been terrible.
Why would you do that?
Let me fix your collar for you here. There you go. It's so pretty. There you go.
You don't have to do that, you know.
Yeah, I like it. And it says Glinda.
Yeah, Glinda.
Glinda.
Here,
Let's see.
look, see what? Read the back.
Read the back.
Oh, I'm not standing in the right spot, am I?
I got it down there. Yeah, it's pretty low, but I got it down there.
I
All
wanna
right,
be
everybody.
popular.
Popular. Hello, Denise. Let me go to the top here. Hello, Joe. Hello, Denise. Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. Hello, Denise. Hello, Lawrence. Howdy, howdy, everybody to you too. Spaghetti and meatballs for supper. Yum. And now she's snuggled up in her blanket in her recliner. Great hubby. What's for Valentine's dinner tomorrow? Is he taking you out? Uh-oh. Taking you out. That could go a couple of different ways. I think Carrie watches too many murder shows. That would scare me. Oh no, we have the two grands with us making chili. Oh, that's good cold weather stuff. Connie Griffith's in the house. Hello, Connie.
Hello, Connie, Denise, Joe.
Kayla wants to go to Outback for. She probably wants a bloomin' onion or something.
Now you need to go to Texas Roadhouse. That's where it's at.
Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse. All right. I live for Outback's Alice Spring Chicken. Ooh, yum.
Yeah, sounds good.
Will's in the house. Jeff's in the house. And we're just getting rolling. Carrie, this is your live. I'm just here mixing tonight. Got my bib on.
So, hello. We are in a different spot tonight because we have a special guest. We have Kimba from Kimba Crafts. Kimba I've been watching for about a year and a half now. And then the reason I tuned into her was Oraloa. And I'm like, what's this Oraloa thing? I see it around a little bit. And she did an unboxing for Oraloa. I'm like, well, that looks nice. So I ordered Oraloa kit. And I kept following her and following her. And about July of 23, we were still fairly new. We had an order. We tried doing our orders a little different. You guys know how we do our pen drops. I'm like, well, let's try doing the wheel. And if you're interested, we'll do the wheel. And we sort of do that now. And she won our first cocoon blank. We just started with getting cocoon blanks, and she picked up this one. And she was interested, but she was the only one. Oh, I'm the only one. So she got that one, and we turned it. No big deal.
Is your mic still working?
I don't know. Can people hear me?
Yeah, it's still working.
Okay, cool. And so then I started talking to Kimba about, meeting her and trying to spread the word about leopard leatherware. She goes, I have one of your pens. I'm like, you do? And so I looked it up, and I looked up a Kim, and there she was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got a pen. And she goes, I love that pen. I love that pen. Then a little while later, we met at the GLE 2024. So we both got to meet, and they had some door prizes, and she won our door prize, which I thought was funny.
Apropos.
Everyone kept going by it, and she knew exactly what she would get with that prize, so she picked it up. So about a year ago, Kimba.
Did you add her to the stage yet?
Not yet. I'm going to introduce her.
Okay.
So about a year ago, she reached 3,000 subscribers. I thought, wow, what an accomplishment. Now she's at 4,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone. I'm happy if I get like one person. Yay. So it's so great. So
and now we got 687.
We got 687. So we're getting there.
Share, like, subscribe.
So that's a big milestone, 4,000. So I'm going to bring Kimba on. Kimba's here today. And we are going to make a collaboration special pen exclusive for Kimba for making this milestone event. It's huge. So here she is, Miss Kimba. Hi,
Hello.
Kim.
Hi. Hi, Tim.
Hello, Kim.
How are you?
Doing fabulous.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we are honored to have you. She was busy. Kimba is a nurse and works overnight, so she wasn't able to join our Black Friday 24-hour live. And so she heard from Debbie, the Crafty Diamond, how much fun it was. Yeah. I go, you should come on. And then when she hit 4,000, I said, that is a great reason to come to one of our lives. We can make you a 4,000 member, what do we call that?
Memorial. No, I'm just kidding. Celebratory pen.
Commemorative. That's the word I'm looking for.
Commemorative. There we go.
Pen. So we invited everyone from Kimba's group, and she actually is part of it's called the Crafty Diamond Crafts. It's sort of with Debbie from the Crafty Diamond. It's half and half their names. And they are also hosting a mini canvas event this month. So if you have any minis, feel free to join their group. And Joe, if you could find that, it's the Crafty Diamond Crafts on Facebook, and put that up there. And that way you can join it in the mini canvas. It's very low key. Just post in the group, and they do have sponsors. We are one of them, and we are also sponsoring another event they're doing with Josephine Wall event in April. And I've never done one, but they seem overbearing. But it's not that bad. Overwhelming. Yeah, it's huge. And so we have Troy Shipley helping us with a blank for that event. So
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is fun. You get to pick the main color, like the base color.
Maybe Kimba could tell us how she got started.
Oh yeah, we'll let you tell your story. I don't know if I told it right, but that's how I met you anyway.
How I got into diamond painting?
Diamond painting and starting a channel.
Okay, so diamond painting, I saw somebody doing it, and I was walking by, and I stopped, and I was like, what is that we have here? And she just very quickly explained it. She said, oh, I put wax in this, and then you pick up one and you put it, and this is sticky. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've always loved crafts. I even remember in grade school, my favorite class was art.
Yeah, me too.
And I always, and I remember I think it was 4th grade, they were always like, when you finish your work, you can pull out your art project if you didn't finish it. And every day I would try to finish my work so that I would have some time to work on the art project. And I never finished my work in time. I could never.
When's an art class?
Just did art.
I could never get to the art project. But anyway, so it really caught my eye, and I walked away, and I immediately started to Google it and look it up. And I know the first video I ever saw on YouTube about it was from Lindsay and Emerald and Fairy Lights.
Yep.
And it was her year in review, and she was holding them up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And I couldn't get over how detailed some of them were, and how gorgeous they were, and how they shined. And I was like, wow, this really looks like such an interesting craft. And I was watching all of this YouTube before I even got one. And I showed it to Bob, and I was like, Bob, I want to show you something. I want to get one of these things, this diamond painting thing. And I showed him that video, Lindsay's, and he's like, wow, those are beautiful. And I ordered one off of Amazon. So when I first started, my whole mindset was, oh, well, it would have to be something I want to hang up in my house. Like, I'm not going to spend all this time doing this. And what am I going to do with it? So that was my mentality. That is not my mentality anymore. But that was at the time, I thought that I wanted something that I would actually hang up. So I ordered these Easter gnomes on Amazon, but it was going to take like a week. And I was so dying to try it that I was like, oh, I can't wait a week. So I went to, I think I went to Michael's or Joann's. I know I had to go to a couple of stores. I couldn't find it at first. And the first one I got my hands on was the solar system from Diamond Dots, because I thought, okay, I am going to make this for my nephew, because whenever you ask my nephew what he wanted to be, said an astronaut, and he had like the planets hanging from his roof and his ceiling in his room. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make this for my nephew. And I brought it home, and I remember getting all ready, and I put music on, and I started doing it. And after like 10 of them, Bob came in and he's like, well, is it everything you thought it would be? And I was like, I love it. And he's like, okay. So then I just sat there for like, I don't know how long I sat there doing it, but I remember I was listening to Billy Joel, and I was just having a good old time. And I couldn't wait to get back to it. I was just like, it's all I thought about. It's like, I can't wait to get back to it. I want to, and I called it putting the things on the thing. He'd say, so what are you gonna do now? Go put the things on the thing. And so that's what I refer to it as. I was always like, oh, you know what time it is? He's like, what time is it? Time to put the things on the things. And I would, and I just, from there, became completely obsessed. And I got my first diamond painting on January 30th or 31st. And I started my YouTube channel that February, like February 18th.
Like 2 weeks after?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've got to show the world. I've got to show the world.
So not like me, because I'm very much like, for example, I did kickboxing for years, and Bob owned a martial arts school, and he had a kickboxing program. And I very easily could teach the class. I knew all the techniques and everything, but I was like, I can't do that. Like, you need to be an expert. Like, that's like, I'm the type of person where it's like, I'm not going to do something unless I feel like I know everything. I know what I'm talking about. But with this, for some reason, I think it's because I didn't have to show my face. I think it's because all you saw were my hands.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can do that. Sure, I can unbox this. At that point, I probably had like 100 man hours in of watching these YouTube channels. And I was like, I can unbox a thing. I think I can do that. And I don't know what it was about it. I just decided I was going to start one. And I did. I don't know.
I don't know how many you had when I found you, because I started in November of 2022, a year after I got my first kit, because I don't know how to do this. I have to know how to do this. And the little pictures at the bottom didn't work. So it took me a while, and I skimming through. Lindsay was the first person I watched, Lindsay and Katie. And all of a sudden you popped up on my feed, Ora Loa. What's this? What's Ora Loa? And you were doing an unboxing, and it was, I don't know, it was some kind of, not kawaii, but it was kind of like the fantasy Asian type stuff. And I never saw your face for like ever.
Yeah.
Long time. So I didn't know what you looked like. It was just like, just from the pictures on the video, I'm like, oh, she's nice. And your voice is very soothing. I could sit there and diamond paint to listen to your whip and chats all day long, because they're just very soothing. And even the funniest story, you're just very, it's really funny. So
I even got to the point where I would go from the shop through the kitchen, through the living room, and she'd be watching it on TV. I go, that's Kimba, isn't it?
Yeah, I go, yep. You just like,
anyway, so Kimba, inquiring minds want to know, while you were at work, were you thinking of how to apply drills to the patients?
I mean, I comb their hair. I try to make them pretty. So yeah, why not?
That's right. Put a few on their forehead, Yeah. Yeah, I got my pen here. Go ahead. Keep
yeah, there's just like so much out there. And then I remember I got my first diamond art club, because I thought, well, I cut through the canvas doing that washi tape method. I cut through the canvas. I'm like, these canvases are crap. And we went on a cruise, and I did Rapunzel, and her hand looked like Edward Scissorhands. I'm like, this is crap. This doesn't even look like Rapunzel. It doesn't look like the picture. I'm going to try one of these diamond art clubs that these ladies keep talking about. And that's how I got my first one. I still haven't done it. It's still in the box. That particular one, the first one, because I had some other ones that I got.
One that you bought?
It was Paint the Roses Red by Jahesi. And because I love Alice in Wonderland. So I got that one. But I got my first diamond art club like 2 weeks before Black Friday, and then there was an Alphaba coming out. I love the Wizard of Oz, obviously Wicked, and so I got that one, and then that was the only one I was going to buy. 6 kits later, 8 kits. Now you can't walk anywhere in the house without seeing something of diamond painting related.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I know. I
I went to my foot surgery because everything moved to the living room because I had to sit on the couch to keep my foot up. So
absolutely
everything moved.
And it became the center of the house.
Well, you know, I had to build a room for me, so I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a room, but that's full of stuff. Because I do some of my what was Wild Wednesdays. Now we moved it to Thursdays, and that's where I show things and show and tell before the live. And so I would just like toss it, and everything's apart. So now I got to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So that is very exciting. Very exciting. 4,000. I couldn't believe when you said that. I'm like, wow. She was just 3,000 not too long ago.
It's only one more than 3,999, but it seems like a million more.
It does. I mean, honestly, I never thought that I would get to this point. And I just love talking about diamond painting and sharing diamond painting. And there's a lot of reasons why I ended up taking the direction I did with my channel, you know, and the stories I share. And because, you know, I am kind of documenting my diamond painting journey, which was the initial thought. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to document my life as I go too, because, you know, where else am I going to document my life like this? You see actors and famous people, their life is documented, and, you know, their generations can see what they've done in their lives and all of that. And I'm like, other than doing like a journal or something, you know, I thought that this would be a great way. Like, I wish I could listen to my grandfather or listen to my dad or my grandmother and hear them tell stories, you know, and I figured this would be a great way. My kids could refer back to this channel, you know, one day when I'm not here.
Absolutely.
Well, the best story that I loved, and of course we talked about a little bit about it when you won the $25 gift card and the tray, was you wanted to do the hero painting.
Yeah.
Of your dad who was in the Army.
Yes.
And then when you unboxed the pen, you showed the canvas and told the story of how, it's giving me goosebumps just talking about it right now, how you met your mom, who came from Korea, knowing no English at all, got lost, had a note, here, this is where I was supposed to go, and someone helped. I mean, incredible story, which I wouldn't have known, or I don't think anybody's here would have known that story without you sharing that. I mean, I was tearing up and bawling because Tim is, you know, a veteran. So it means a lot. I know what that feels like. So it was I really loved, and you had the like pictures and, oh my gosh, that video. Oh.
And when I met Carrie, I didn't speak a lick of English either.
You didn't speak Carrie.
I didn't speak Carrie.
You didn't speak Carrie. Yeah. That was a very moving, and we were honored to do that. And so was Troy. He gifted the blank to you, and then, you know, we, you know, got it. It took forever to get to you. I don't know why. That was the only one that's ever been that way. That took,
New Jersey mail.
I think it's a tri-state area. They just don't know how to mail anything or deliver anything. And then, like, when yeah, I know. When Soju passed away, I felt like that pain. I've had to put dogs to sleep, and that's so difficult. And you know, he's so cute. And then you get this big a Rottweiler. Yeah. It's like from little to big.
You know what's funny though? My Rottweiler she's the sweetest dog ever. Like, she just loves people. In fact, we took her to the dog park, and we go into this big field and sees 3 dogs, and then she looks over and she sees the dog's human, and she just starts making a beeline for him. He's kind of bracing himself because he's like, okay, what's this dog doing? And she just wants to get pets. So she's like flying towards him. And he's kind of like,
Uh-oh.
his dog is like, yo, what are you doing? That's my dad. And so he starts running towards her, and she's looking at the dog like, where are you going? And he cuts her off because he doesn't know what her intentions are, you know. So in the end, she gets up to the guy and he's petting her and he's like, wow, she's so friendly, she's so nice. But my pug was not friendly. So she's like this big mean looking Rottweiler, and she just loves everyone and everything. And my pug barked at every animal, every dog. Half the dogs she tried to fight. She couldn't even open her mouth all the way. She had like 3 teeth. She just like was like, ah! And with people, she could have cared less, unless it was me or her family. She didn't care. They would come up and they try to pet her, and she'd just walk away like, okay, whatever. And they're supposed to be a friendly breed. So, but you know, it's funny because I've learned so much, you know, and it's crazy. I've done a lot of research on dogs and breeds. And so they always say the pug is so friendly. I didn't socialize her. I thought that was kind of ingrained in her, but like I didn't purposely socialize her. And I think that's why, you know, she wasn't so friendly. I think even though she is a friendly breed, like she should have been socialized more. So
I spent a lot of time with Moogie.
Yeah.
A lot of time with him, with her,
Yeah.
training her to interact with people and dogs, and training for how to behave and how to be calm. And I think that's why she is the way she is. Because I love those stories too. I like, oh, she got a video today. Oh, she's gonna put a video of the doggy. I get so excited.
Yeah.
And then you trying to lift her. It's like a lot
I
different than when you would hold little, so she's a little thing like that.
You can't lift her anymore. But yeah, when you research Rottweilers, it's all over that you need to socialize them if you want them to be friendly. So that was a given. And even when we took her to training, the trainer told us, and just because you socialize her now doesn't mean you can stop. Like if you stop and she starts and you start isolating her, she will become aggressive.
Yeah.
Because that's her nature. Like you have to keep socializing her. So I take her everywhere. I mean, she's just my one friend at work called her Moogie the Mare. Because
put a saddle on it.
Everybody knows her in the neighborhood. They're like, I literally, because Bob meets people, I meet people. So he'll pull up somewhere and they'll be like, is that Moogie? And he's like, yeah, who are you? And it's someone I met, and vice versa. So I literally just took her up to the front to take her in the back and run her. And the workers come climbing out of their truck and they're like, oh, we haven't seen Moogie in a little bit. Can we say hi? I'm sorry. We know your husband. We never met you. And she's like leaning on them and getting her pets and stuff. So my friend called her Moogie the Mare.
There was one video, I think it was just a little excerpt, and it was like her hanging out the window, and she's just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, I love that.
Great. I love this. Give me some more.
Yeah,
it's just nice to get a part of your life and share your life with us, and it's just fun. I really enjoy it because it's just, you know, I'm from the tri-state area, so it's a little bit of home too, and like the thingy. I mean, I always said that. Ask Tim, the thing, you know, that thing, the thingy, and so when you said that,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he knows, yeah, he knew what I meant. Oh yeah, that is called this.
Yeah. I love that video of her hanging out of the car because I never actually saw what she looked like until I pulled over and then I replayed it. And it's the first time because she's hanging out of the window, but I can't see what she's doing. You know, I'm driving. So I had the phone on a selfie stick and I rested it on my arm and the windowsill. I mean, thank God I didn't lose my phone, but and and I just drove there. I didn't, and then when I got to where I was going, I stopped record and I played it back, and I couldn't how cute she looked hanging out this way.
I just loved it. That's funny. But so we're gonna get going. We're gonna make your commemorative pin. So we are so honored that you would come on and help your members and our members. And I think we have some similar ones. Make this pen for you to honor your 4,000 member subscribers, or so not member subscribers. And so the thing. So we're going to pick this base color. And
so you get to pick the base color, because whatever your favorite color is becomes the base color of the pen.
Oh, okay. Does it have to be my favorite color? Because I'm thinking
it can be any color you want.
Okay, I'm thinking of a specific canvas. It's like
maybe your favorite canvas or something. That'd be
I guess like a jade.
What's a jade? Is that green?
Yeah.
Greenish.
That emerald. That's like a jade. Oops, losing stuff.
Okay, let me move this camera down to the desk.
You get that. I'll pull.
Let's see. Settings. Cams. There we go. So we'll have Kimba on one side and the bench on the other.
This is jade too. So
you probably don't want to get in there with your nice pink shirt.
All right, I'll get out. This is your department.
Because I'll hear later, oh, they got stuff on my shirt. Okay, so we got a bunch of greens here that we can sort of choose from. Turquoise diamond effect. That's a blue. And we can even mix a couple of these to get the right shade. This is probably too bright. All right, so what we got, Kimba, is we're just going to pop open a bunch of greens. And even though they have names, the names don't really mean much because, like, that's mint. That actually looks a little bit like mint. That's blue. Even though it's called turquoise. I guess turquoise is blue, isn't it? And you can choose one of these colors straight up. I can pop it up and you can look at it closer and all that good stuff. Or we can mix a couple together to get that base. Okay. That's a metallic green. Okay. So there's the greens. They actually show up pretty good on the screen.
Yeah.
And if you need to see one closer, let me know.
I think maybe, can I see the on the first row, the second one to the right?
This one here?
Opposite side. I'm sorry. Second one to the
other left?
Yeah. I think that one.
So this is mint green.
Ooh.
Does it need to be lightened or darkened?
Can I look at?
And by the way, these are lids. They're not colors.
Do you want me to show you the painting that I'm thinking of?
Sure.
This is one that I would like to get to. It's this one. I did an unboxing for it.
I see that. So what's that one called?
This is called To Hold a Star by Anki Moore.
And who
It's from Jada Gem Shop. I haven't done one yet. To Hold a Star by Enki Moore. I haven't done a diamond painting from her yet.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And I unboxed this. Geez,
So this is here. I got a really good picture here. I don't know what you did with the mic. Can you hear me?
yeah, that's it.
Oh, I don't know where she put her mic though. That's weird. Okay.
She reminds me of my daughter.
Beautiful. Yeah. So this green right in here.
Yeah, I was like trying to match her dress, I guess.
Carrie does not know where she put her microphone, but it must be near me because you can hear me.
Fall off my shirt.
No, it's on your shirt.
Oh, you moved it.
So this is what she's looking for. And do you want this one here, Kimba, this main color on the shoulder here?
Yeah.
So that color there. And she picked the mint green to start with. Is that it?
A little dark. Where's that?
So add a little emerald to it, maybe?
Where's the box of colors? It might be.
Up behind here.
You moved it.
What's that?
You moved it.
No, I put it back here where it goes. I move it every time I need it. Here we go.
Okay. We might have something else. But if not, we can make.
Has anybody done this one or have this one? I'm curious.
Has anybody out there done To Hold a Star from Jada Gem Shop?
I have Jada Gem Shop. Very good canvases. I like them. The squares are great.
Hello, Chocolate Diamonds, Carrie Lynn Leonard, Caden, Bella the Beast. Good to see you guys tonight. Michelle's in the house. Make sure I don't miss any. Cindy Bennett, we didn't say hi to her yet. Hope you guys are all doing good.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Oh, look at this one here. Let me stop that screen. Check this one out, Kimba.
I think that matches it really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I was trying to do it from memory, but that's beautiful.
Dark Ocean Green, it's called. Right, let me put these
I knew
away.
I had one somewhere.
Want to put the lids on those, baby?
Yep.
This is actually one of the more favorite things to do on our channel. People love choosing colors. Now, do we want this thing to match that painting? So to pull out those yellows and stuff? Or do you want to wild with the crowd choosing something?
The crowd can choose.
Okay, so we got the base is that green. That'll be cool.
Like a teal, dark teal.
Dark teal, Carrie says. Hello, Audrey. How you doing? Elizabeth, good to see you again. And hey, we got Brittany and Robin in here. Hello, Brittany and Robin.
Brittany and Robin.
Okay, let's get your phone out of the war zone here.
I've gotten very far on my Siamese cats.
All right, where'd it go? Here it is.
Oh, I thought you were done with it.
No, we got to get going here. Okay, so now, what other colors? Carrie, lead the charge and let everybody do what we got to do here.
Do we do the wheel of names? Is that how
Well, we need to pick a color first, so people need to throw colors out there that would go awesome with this jade green. And this jade green will be the biggest body of the pen, and there'll be other colors swirling around it and through it. The rust color in the painting is striking, says Jess. Nice.
I agree. Yeah, it does stand out. The rust.
Is that sort of like a copper kind of thing?
Yes.
We happen to have a copper colored thing. Let's see. Look at this.
Yep,
This is look at this.
that looks good.
Wow. That's
Shinba copper.
Ooh, that's
so
pretty.
what are those powders?
This is mica powder.
Oh.
It's the same thing that you get in your eyeshadow and your colored eye stuff and whatever all that stuff I don't know the name of. Women's products that they smear on their face. It's compressed mica powder.
Ah.
So we mix the exact same thing into the resin, and it makes colors. Okay. So we want a copper. That's pretty cool. Everybody else start suggesting some stuff there.
There's midnight. Jet said midnight blue or black, but her hair color is more of the midnight blue kind of look.
Okay.
And like a golden yellow. That would be pretty. That's what I think. If I were to match that, that's where I would be going. But just not too much midnight blue because dark colors tend to.
Well, you're going to have
over.
to highlight that with a white.
That's fine.
Right next to it.
You could do sapphire ghost gold and add a little white to it.
So here's a sapphire.
Nope.
No?
Midnight blue, the one we use for the
I'm
dragon.
looking. Here it is, midnight blue.
Yep, that's it.
Woo, look at that. My goodness. That's going to be a rich pen.
Yeah, pretty.
Could you see some eyeshadow like that on some lady? I've seen it before, I swear.
Yeah,
On Drew Carey.
There you go.
Yeah, when we were first dating, we met at church, and I was sitting in it. He was speaking, and I was sitting in the back. And the thing that stood out was my light blue eyeshadow from the 80s. So I don't wear blue eyeshadow.
And then there was a book that came out that said blue eyeshadow could be illegal.
I'm like, well, no one told me that. So, and there's also, I don't, no,
That's purple.
I know.
Should you bring some of that orange and ochre out of there?
The gold, it's like a gold. Bring it up. It's
Yeah,
either
look at it
this,
here.
it's either that.
Match the star. Hey, Sandy JR, good to see you. Hey, Anita Johnson, long time no see. Glad you're here. Why Travel is here. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Chocolate Diamonds is in the house.
Is that the same Sandy that won Jingle Drills?
Sandy JR, Jingle Drill Lady.
Because she won the
Okay,
pen.
so here's the picture again. There you go, babe. You got all kind of yellows, creams, and oranges and stuff like that. Yeah, you could do a little bit of that. Red, says Lawrence.
Red? Where's red?
I don't know. He just likes red, I'll bet you.
No, but there's no red in it. It's copper.
Yeah, copper, orange. Yeah, down here in her, look at her elbow here.
Yeah, but that's kind of a coppery.
Yep.
It's not that
That's
much.
what he's probably looking at.
Yeah, it's very faint. You want
Hello, Crystal.
Ooh.
Good to see you.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay, gold.
There's gold. There's this one. It will kind of be glittery. Not glittery.
Okay,
but
so now we're going to get a mess here if we don't limit ourselves.
Okay, well, you look. Okay, you just tell me to pick.
So there's some
I'll pick.
good stuff. I don't think this goes. Too shiny.
Really?
I don't know. It might look good.
It would look good. You need better than this one.
So we got a main base. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going for the copper, blue, Shibuya orange, and that gold.
And then add some ghost gold to this to sort of tweak it down.
Yeah, we going to make 5 or 10?
We'll start with 5.
Well, I don't want to make them again. I mean, if people are going to buy them up.
Well,
I
get
wanna-
10.
So
They'll
the
sell.
question is, anybody want one of these? We know Kimba's going to get one. We're going to give her one. And that'll be awesome.
Add that to that.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. And if anybody else wants one, throw, hey, I want one in the chat there, just so we know, to give an idea how much I need to mix up.
Yeah, this is not ghost gold, Joe. This is ghost blue. So we
Ghost
got,
blue. Oh, is that going to go with the midnight blue?
yes, you mix it in.
Will that not lighten it up too much?
Just a titch.
Okay, we'll put a little bit in there.
That's another New York thing. Titch.
Joe wants one. I want one,
Caden.
says Caden.
We got
Why
Hey.
travel? Add the macro sparkle to R. What's a macro sparkle? You talk about micro starlight?
yeah, that one.
I don't know.
No, there's no silver in it. It's got a silver.
It'd be hard to see because that stuff needs to have some clarity.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3. Let's make 10
Yep.
because we'll
Seems
probably
like
sell.
there's a-
Here's your pencil.
Yeah, he said micro starlight. Yeah, it's a good idea, but not for this particular one, just because of the color wave that he picked. It depends on the color wave and that.
Okay, so we're going to need to mix up.
That's just how I do it. So when I make a pen.
Look I found fish.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll do this painting with me. I don't know if I can it this year. I actually want to hang it up in my bedroom.
Oh, you actually gonna hang one? Because I know you gave did you give the koi fish away that you did? Art?
I have not yet. No. I know. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 frames that I'm waiting to frame things with. I am hanging up the All That Jazz. I bought a frame for that. So I just have to well, first I have to go through all my paintings and get this table out of here. I have blueprint that I haven't had a chance to hang my paintings up on. So once I get through all of my paintings, I'm going to put them on one of the ones that I want to frame. And then ones that I know I never going to frame or display, I'm going to probably roll them up and put them in a, someone gave me the idea of like a gift wrapping storage box.
Right.
I can fit that under my bed. And then everyone that I finish this year that I don't hang up will get its own clamp so that I'll be able to very easily pull it out and make my 2025 video. And then I will once I get them all separated, then I'll start framing the ones that I want to. But I already have 4 frames that I want to frame on video, put them up on the walls. One of them is the All That Jazz from Oraloa that I'm going to hang up in my living room. I'm going to put that above Bob's drum set because it's like our music corner then.
Oh, cool. Because I remember when you unboxed that koi by Bella Art, it was one of their earlier paintings. And just the way you described it, I'm like, I need that. And then you started working on it and you started doing embellishments. I want to enhance the bubbles and do all this. And then you did that and you finished it super quick. And I hadn't even started. I'm like, ooh. So I went back to the video where you picked your embellishments, pause, write it down. Pause, write it down. And I went and ordered all those and I did it. And it came out gorgeous. It's in Tim's office.
Yeah, I love the way the bubbles came. That's my favorite part of the whole painting. I want to fix, this is why I haven't framed it. I want to give it to Penny, the lady who I go to for massages. I want to fix the lines. It's
take a picture
where I multi-plate and see some lines. So I have to fix that. And that's what I've been procrastinating basically.
Uh-oh.
So you take like clear resin and you mix the mica powder in it?
Yes, ma'am.
And then there is the base, and then we have the double color.
All right. Now we got to get to about 1,100 grams. That's 550 of A and B.
And that's usually how I match, and that's exactly how I match a pen to a canvas. And sometimes I'm not quite sure, or it's not the right color, so then I ponder, or then I might go get some more a certain color to match.
Be 1104.
But sometimes it's I have to sit on it. But this one those colors spoke right up. So it was a lot easier than usual. It's like, okay, nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's going to be super pretty.
I'm watching the pouring here. You're like a chemist.
I feel like Mr. Wizard when I'm doing this.
I feel like I'm watching Breaking Bad.
Making some Blue Angel here.
Yeah.
Or some cool name.
It's like Breaking Bad. That's what we feel like it's doing.
I guess that's loud, right? You're on mute.
And sometimes when you see the blank, it's hard to envision. And then you see it turned and polished and buffed up. Then it's like, oh my gosh, I need that pen. And then that's why we always take a picture of the recipe. Unless it's for Center of the Leaf members, we do that, a pen for them every month, and they go through this process. But we don't teach them the recipe because that's exclusive to them. But normally when I make a pen for a canvas or an event, I take a picture so I remember what we did.
All right, that's well mixed up. Now we wait for it to start heating up. We watch the temperature of it. Right now it's 71.8 degrees. So when you mix it, it starts generating heat. So right now it's room temperature here in the shop at 68, 69 degrees. And eventually it will get to 168 degrees and then immediately starts solidifying and cooling. See, it's up to 72 and a half already. So it's starting to do its whatever they call that process. Metabolic. Nah, that's not right. Hydrothermic, something like that. Something fancy.
And then when do you add the mica powder?
Well, I add the mica powder to all these individual cups because I will pour this into these cups and then I'll mix them individually and then we'll mix them as the pen comes together.
Ah. How did you learn how to do all this?
I watched a guy on YouTube called Zach Higgins, and he runs a channel called Zach Higgins is the name of the channel, but he has a business in, I think, Carson City, Nevada, that's called NV Resin Works or Resin Works Studio or something like that. And he's pretty renowned for his mixing ability, and he had a $10 ebook that I bought. Hey, Sandy. Yep, she did win jingle drills. Ah, very nice. Very beautiful and very comfortable. We love that. So, yeah, I just started there. And when Carrie and I started this little gig, we spent about probably $2,500 before the first pen was even made. And buying the lathe and buying the resin, buying the mica, buying the pots. I mean, these pots over here to the side, these dark blue pots to the left, they're about $250 each.
Wow.
So, but it's well paid for itself. We've done I'm losing count now, over 2,300 pens in less than 2 years.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. And you're right, Sean. Zach Higgins is awesome. He was just down at Turner's Warehouse down there in Gilbert, Arizona, doing a show this past weekend. Him and, of course, Jim Godoy from Cocoon Blanks, who's a master at mixing up hundreds and hundreds of blanks. And he's not only in the diamond painting pen business, but he's mostly in the pen and knife scale business. So he makes handles for knives as well.
Oh.
So that's how we got started. Carrie said, "Can you make me one of these?" And I think she showed me a Diamond Pen Pals roll stop thing or something. And I go, "I don't know. What is that?" She said, "It's a diamond painting pen." I said, "Oh, what's diamond painting?" And that's where I began.
I said that thing I did on a cruise.
Oh, that.
This history.
Yep.
All right, 76 degrees. So we're coming up. So now we'll just pour a little bit in each one.
Now, do you guys make trinket trays?
We do. We make a little bit of everything here. I always have extra resin. Like if I have extra resin tonight, I'll probably pour it into a skull mold because that's the smallest molds I have. There we go. We'll let that drain out.
Because I have one of your trinket trays. I've been on your website and I didn't see any more. Where is my trinket tray?
Yeah, we make them occasionally when I get some time to get out here because this is my second job out of 3 supporting Carrie in her business. My first job is I'm a high-tech retail consultant and do stuff all around the world having to do with retail, food and beverage, all that kind of stuff.
So I'm going to be Vanna White for a second. And here's my trinket tray from
Nice.
That was the Great Lake Escape.
Oh, yeah, the Great Lake Escape one. Yes.
So when I got to choose my door prize, I chose this and a gift card for them to get the pen, which is right here. And I love this pen. I use it every time I do paint. And this is the pen that I got to US Hero.
Yep. Troy designed that. I said it's for me and in like red, white, and blue. And he goes, I have an idea. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And if you'll notice, that trinket tray that you have has a very smooth bottom end.
Down here on the bottom?
Yeah, on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's rounded over so that you don't cut your fingers on that sharp edge from when you're pouring it.
Oh. I love this thing. And then I love the feet on it too.
Yeah, we got to make more, that's for sure.
I put my pen knife cutter, my washi tape, my tweezers. Like this is how I had it set up before I took it apart to show everyone. I had it set up like this.
Perfect. It's perfect. Got everything in it.
And then
Carrie, you got my mic, Carrie. Carrie walked away with the mic.
we can hear you.
Oh, I don't know how you can hear me. It's weird.
Computer mic.
I don't know. So I stir the big cup with the power drill just to make it go faster. But then I just store the little cups by hand. Right now we're about 8 minutes into it, so we got to get rolling here. They're getting warm.
Time.
Yep, definitely on a time crunch.
So the chemicals in it make it warm?
Yes, the A and B reaction, they're chemically doing their thing, and then they solidify at about 18 minutes, solid rock.
Oh.
Wow, this is going to be a wild looking pen.
It'd be real pretty.
Yep. There we go. Okay, you get these out of the way there. You got a picture. That's good.
Yep.
Now, these are the molds here. Blow all the dust out.
Now, is that one block mold or do you are they individual?
These are block molds. We're going to make a block of them and then cut them up when we're done.
Wow, that's such a pretty color.
It is gorgeous. And then we just trail this in here. And then as the next color goes in, it drags the other colors with it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, pretty. Everyone's gonna go to Jade and order the kit. I got the pen, I need the kit. It's usually the other way around.
I was always curious how this is done.
Yeah, it's neat. Then we also have vertical molds too. They're tubes, and then we take a stick and just drag it through there. But this is a better, it mixes better this way, I think. You never know how it's going to come out. But it still continues to move even after, like it's moving now. So you don't know what you're
You
going
want
to
to take a picture of that, babe? Oh, that is going to be, whoo, man alive. It is going to be very subtle. And you need to zoom in on that. Get real close because you can see those lines. There you go.
I just want to.
Yep, I got you. Get the other one over here because this one looks really cool too. There you go. All right, then in order to get rid of every little air bubble while we were mixing it, we pressurize it in a pot.
Ah, that's what those pots are.
Yeah. Now, some casters like Troy Shipley and Bill It All Things Handcrafted, they have 5 pots going all at one time.
Oh yeah.
So we only have 2. I thought we had made it till they told me they had 5. I'm like, oh, I guess we're not up.
That's the 5 they're telling you about. They probably got 10.
They probably have more now, but that was back when I had how many pots he had.
This
Smoke
goes
your
down into
eyeballs.
here.
Smoke your eyeballs. Telling you.
It will smoke your eyeballs, and then I make it sure it's level. If not, you'll have uneven pens.
Yeah.
This is true chemistry.
Yeah. Natural color. So I let him figure it all out. I'm color girl.
You know, if I could have done this on a submarine, I could make thousands of pens because there's a lot of downtime when you're out to sea. I could turn all day long. And then we pressurize it to 65 psi, which is pounds per square inch. Boom.
Yeah, we bought mini dazzles when we went on our cruise, and Tim was diamond painting. That's the only time you'll see Tim diamond painting is when we were on vacation. Because he can't bring the light.
Can't bring the lake. All right, let's go back to here. Here we go.
Bring the Dropbox up so you can upload the pictures.
What's that? Oh, Dropbox. Let me find that real quick.
Yeah, I think I uploaded them.
You put them in Discord, it'd be faster, but this will be
I'm sorry.
This will be all right. I got a lot of you.
And so how do you cut the blocks?
A bandsaw.
A handsaw?
A band saw.
Band.
I'll show you in a second.
Come on.
Not up there yet? Oh my goodness, they want to send me emails to verify who I am.
Yeah.
Should do it. Just bring Dropbox up and it'll go.
One for helping pick the colors.
So that's yours. Carrie loves picking colors. If you want to just put it in Messenger, that'll be faster.
I'm putting it in Discord.
Oh, okay. You putting it in the leopard group?
Whip photos.
Oh, there we go. Make that real big. Okay, here we go. Now we'll share it on screen.
It's as close up as you can get it.
There you go. Now the air bubbles that you see trailing through there, they'll go away. They'll be crushed. In fact, they're crushed right now.
Oh, wow.
And that is moving inside that pot right now.
Wow.
Let's see.
And it's mixing all the way through to the bottom. You know, that's what you see on top. There's stuff doing its thing in the whole body. Look at that.
And there's that one. That is going to be wicked.
And then there's the group shot. You can see the overall.
And there's the two together.
Crazy.
The coolest thing about this thing is they're moving right now. We're about 17 minutes into, about another minute and a half. They will completely solidify, and the air pressure has crushed all the bubbles to non-existent.
That's crazy.
How do I? There we go. Yeah, so that's Carrie can send those to you too. I know she's got your something or other.
Yeah.
But those have to be in there for 4 hours. So they stay there for 4 hours, and then we pop them out, and we use a band saw, and this is a band saw here. Let's see. Let me share this tab. This right here. So we'll run it through that blade against that board to get 1-inch blanks out of it. You see that one?
Yeah.
That's a bandsaw.
Does it ever break them?
No, saws right through them.
Very cool.
I just sent you the pictures, Kimba, so you can have what it looks like.
And they're all in the Discord for everyone to check them out as well.
I don't know how to do Discord.
That's okay. You have the photos anyway.
I sent it to your Facebook Messenger. So.
Okay, I know how to do that.
But that is it. That's how you mix up blanks. And that's what Troy and Bill Durr and Jim Godoy at Cocoon Blanks and Renee at Diamond Pen Pal, they're very much into the blanks now, not just making the pens.
Yeah, we got blanks from them.
So yeah, we got blanks today from them.
Wow.
There's a blank that came today. It's going to be gorgeous.
You know what?
No.
I felt like I saw it almost looked like a feather.
Yeah, show her again, Karen. But Renee and them are getting into that at Diamond Pen Pal.
Oh.
So Renee drops every other Tuesday, and you can claim blanks, and then she will do a custom listing on our Etsy shop, and then
do that.
Yeah,
okay.
You do it. You're taller, and so. And then she dropped last Tuesday.
Or even better than that, let's pull out the leopard scope.
Gosh.
Have you seen the leopard scope?
No. What is that?
This is Tim is a
more toys.
scientist.
More toys.
More toys for Tim. So this is where you can zoom in on the blank and see the actual colors and glitter. Oh, we didn't put glitter in that.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
I dropped it.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
That is gorgeous. It's kind of a lot of the same colors we just used.
Just about. We just left the white out. That's about it.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of glitter in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a digital microscope. We call it the leopard scope. Here's one from Rapture Resins. He's also all day long making these things.
This is called gemstones with jade and mother of pearl. And I have one more of those. I'll be showing the drop.
Oh yeah, that white is the mother of pearl.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Got a little bit of a rainbow color to it.
And it's interesting because I see something that I think everyone will like.
Look at that.
I get one, and then I just have to buy 3, and he'll remake anything he has in his auctions. And so I've gotten 3 of things, and there was one that we turned for someone, and then 2 people liked it, so I went and bought 3 and kept a model, and then everyone wanted it. So I ended up selling I think it was 12. Okay. Dave,
I'd like to know how he does that. See the blue and then the red and then the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day I want to know how to do that. Now, it's probably pretty random, but in order to get that randomness, you got to know how to pour it.
But all this is a whole resin blank. You'd think those little stepping stones are a mold. They're 3D printed. It's not. It's all resin.
Yeah.
100%. Mother pearl with teal and bell glitter.
Wow.
And that's a special order. But
But Dan does a fan. Look at that red right on the edge of that mother of pearl and that blue.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. And these turned into some awesome pens.
And what is it called? Raptured?
Resins.
RaptureResins.com. What he has on his website is not this kind of stuff. This is more on his auction, and you can always watch his auction and screenshot something. If you see you like it, then I can get it. But I have to buy 3, which is not hard. Everyone wants.
He does this one here, the hearts.
Yeah, I won that in an auction.
And it's not black. It's actually some kind of really deep red.
No, it's called Abyss. That's a black one. The one you did was a red. That's
That
black.
does not look red. I mean, it looks red. It doesn't look solid black.
It calls it Abyss.
I get you there. It's into the dark for sure.
Mm-hmm. He does all kinds of. It's black. It's different.
But cool stuff. Anyway, we use the leopard scope to check out pens like this one here. Look at this one. This is from Don Van Dyne.
Oh wow.
And that's all resin shavings.
And this one, we had an accident as we were turning it.
So, and that happens.
Yep.
It's only resin.
So the ribbons in there.
That's resin shavings. It looks like ribbon.
Yeah, this here is resin shavings.
Oh, so like actual shaving.
You take a resin and you run it across a very sharp bladed instrument, and it takes little chunks almost like a thick cheese grater.
Yep. And that's
And
strawberry.
those little strawberries are the
polymer
clay designs. Thank you, Carrie.
Wow.
And then his swirling you can see some of it see-through.
And he does some 3D printed things too. I have some things. He does drops every once in a while. You can join his group, and then he'll let you know when he's going. I am a Harry Potter fan along with Disney, most of Disney. But here's
one of my favorites.
This is like
Fordite.
That's the striped stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
What's it called?
Fordite.
Fordite.
Or Detroit agate. And what it is layers of automotive paint.
What?
Yeah, that comes off the machines they paint on.
Crazy.
And that makes a wild looking pen.
How do you order that stuff?
You can order the Fordite,
Order.
but these pens come like that, made by. Did Troy do that one?
No, that's his Zap.
Oh, Zap Designs did that one. If you can order, I've got a bunch of Fordite.
What is it? Strips?
I'll show you. It's layers of automotive paint that gets on the racks that they paint on. So it can be drips like this,
Which is called Droopy Fordite.
but see how the inside is all layers of paint. So inside every one of those drips is these layers.
And what do? Shave it and then put it in the pens?
You could break it off and put it down in the resin, and then you turn it like a regular pen.
What's that one? Here's a good example. Here's a good sample.
Yeah, there's one there. Yeah, you can show it in there. You can see it.
This is a. Oh, here we go. Did I move it? No. Move this. There we go. See, this is like chunks of it in there.
Wow.
So he's got chunks of it in a clear resin.
Yeah.
Makes an absolutely stunning pen. Many of our customers actually have one. We've done quite a few of those.
Troy drops them every week, so not every week, but every once in a while he'll get a bunch of Fordite and make them and drop them.
He'll do wood or something like that. Is that the one? Nope, that's not the one we want. You got 9 cameras in the shop. That's not the one I want.
What are you trying to
There's the one I want.
There you go. So here's another one that Don Van Dyne did. His fiance or girlfriend, but I'm not sure which, she made Hufflepuff and 3D printed. And those are the Hufflepuff colors. And she had all the houses. I'm like, I need a Hufflepuff. So
Is that your house? Did you take the quiz?
Who's
yes,
Hufflepuff?
yes, I did take the quiz. The first time I took the quiz, I just answered the first one all the way, and I got Slytherin. So my boys tell me I'm really Slytherin. I'm not really Hufflepuff. But then I took it
She's
correctly.
faking it.
No, I took it correctly. And I am a Hufflepuff.
I'm
Tim is a Ravenclaw.
But
and
they took it for me.
yeah, him and all my boys are, except no, 2 of my boys are Ravenclaw, and my middle son, the rebellious one, I guess. I always tell him that. He is a Slytherin.
And let's remember, like it's a real thing.
I know, but it's kind of fun to say.
I'm a tie-dye guy. I wear tie-dye.
Wait, Tim, what's your house though? Did you take the quiz?
I'm supposed to be Ravenclaw.
I'm Slytherin.
Oh, sneaky lady.
It's funny because I said something at work, and this other nurse who's very into Harry Potter, she's like, that's a very Slytherin thing to say. And I was like, I am not Slytherin. Like, well, did you take the quiz? And I was like, no. And then I said something else, and she's like, that's a Slytherin thing to say too. And so I was like, give me the quiz. And I took the quiz, and I got Slytherin.
That's funny.
So Chocolate Diamond says, can this broken pen be fixed? No.
Oh.
Once it's been broken like that, the piece rarely goes back together exactly. Sometimes you can fix a pen, and we're successful doing that. But what I'm going to do to this one is make the end of the pen here and just reshape this here. So now we've got a small little flipper pen kind of thing. It'll be a little 4 1/4 inch pen or something, but I'll have to cut that end off and then just return it. But you could try and fix it, but it's always going to be a weak spot.
Yep. And that's where your tip goes. So
Yep. Cindy, it could be a flipper. Yeah, probably have to refashion the end here. Maybe put a baseball bat on there and refashion this side of the strawberries there and be a flipper.
yeah.
So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff.
Yep. It might end up on the website at some point in time,
I just need more minutes in the day, that's all.
but that's,
We're about probably 200 pens behind.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Caden. It's the year of the snake. Slytherin.
Oh, speaking of that,
Speaking of the year of the snake, Slytherin, check this out.
Wait, so I came home and I told Bob, I was like, guess what? I guess I'm a little sneaky. I'm Slytherin. And he took the quiz and of course he got Gryffindor.
There's the year of the snake.
Year of the snake.
So that blank Kimba, although this one is a dragon pen,
It comes out like that.
this one will come out a little bit opposite. It'll be the cobra with the other snake, and then the scales there below that.
And we picked colors for the Chinese New Year just because it was right around that time.
Yeah.
So, but we can do any 2 colors we want. We did that all year long with dragon pens, like dragon canvas. Okay, we'll do pink and blue. Just whatever you want to match, we can do with any of those molds.
So what else you got cooking tonight, girl?
What time is it?
It is 1 hour and 15 minutes into the live, so probably about 8:15 or so.
Does anyone want to see some pen blanks? If not, we can have a drawing.
I don't mind not getting further behind. I mean, we just made 10 pens.
Yeah, true that. I don't know how many people want it, but we'll have at least 5.
Then we got a bunch of drops in the group all the time. Kimber, you remember the Facebook group?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So I'll be making.
You see all the drops then.
Oh, speaking of always, I got that one too.
Oh, Jess and Caden, they want to see pens. Carrie, you better go to your desk.
Oh, it's always because
At least give 5 or 8 pens out tonight.
this says always. Oh, see? Always. If you're a Harry Potter fan, there's the over here. Yeah. I don't
How do
know.
we do it there? We're like, there we go.
Always.
It's got the always written in it.
That's kind of like the thing they say at the end. Always.
Some Harry Potter
Thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's in the movies. I didn't finish all the books, but it's in the movies. I
Uh,
did get some books blanks, so I can, and I do have an endorsement, so we can see.
And Kimba, to make trays, all I got to do is mix up the resin, and I've got plenty of molds for trinket trays.
Oh.
So
And
it's
then-
just
But
What's
it's not so easy as just popping it out of there. You have to sand it and stuff.
no. In fact, one of the things I do is I protect the interior of the molds because they're very shiny. And when we pop them out, they literally just pop right out. And I usually wait about 8 hours, so they're super stiff. But then I sand the edge on the bottom and then buff it real shiny so it doesn't look like it was sanded. So it's a little bit different than everybody else. Everybody else has that sharp edge because you have to have more tools to do that extra thing.
Okay.
So I just do that because Carrie got one and I felt it and I said, boy, that is really rough. So, I mean, you could even, at a minimum, if you didn't have a tool, you could take a sanding block, and it's just foam, right? Squeezy, and you could just rub it on the bottom edge just to break that super sharpness. But you got to know about tools and finishings and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll spread the word and people will get those bottoms taken care of because they make great trays out there in the world.
Yeah. I really love this thing.
Yeah. Maybe I should mix up some this weekend with your colors here and make trays out of that same color.
Ooh.
That would be pretty sick.
That would.
That would be pretty sick.
Yes.
You probably can't hear me again because she walked away with a mic, right?
No, we can hear you. I can.
I wonder where the sound's coming from. It's weird. I guess that's good. Let me grab another mic just to make sure I can turn
Can you guys hear him?
I just charged this up for about a half hour.
No, I'm on there, so.
That should be better now. All right, I will drop off. You ladies have fun, and you go do some pens, Carrie.
Here.
Oh, there's her Siamese twins. You got your mic in there, okay?
Yeah, it's the
Good
regular
deal.
thing.
All right. Kimba, good seeing you again.
Bye.
I'm going to
Tiff.
let you and Carrie go play your thing there and have some fun.
Thank
she's
you.
gonna-
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We'll see you in, what is that, May or June or
I'm not going to the Great Lakes. Are you going to the Great Lakes?
Yeah, we're going to GLE, Mingle in the Mitten, and some Lone Star thing with Joe.
We're going to, I'm going to the Virginia one.
Oh, I didn't even know there was.
Yeah, I'm going to be able
awesome.
to drive to it. So.
Oh, yes, right down the road.
Yeah.
Very good. We'll see you later. You and Carrie have fun with the rest of the team. Everybody else out there in Leopard Land, thanks for being here. And I'll just kick this window out, and then you guys will still be live. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Back to regular Thrilling Thursday. Can't get used to saying that yet. But I thought I'd share my Emma Casey event canvas.
Oh, I love
the Siamese sisters. If anyone has ever seen Lady and the Tramp, this is the two Siamese sisters, and they are trouble.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're so nice. The mom's around. The mom goes away, and the owner, and then they start causing all this trouble and chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think of Alyssa Mink and her sushi cat, Chaos Kitten, and they cause chaos and make a big mess. And the dog gets in trouble, and she kind of barks like, "Hey, it's them, it's them, it's them." Oh, my poor babies! But that dog was so mean. So these are like the villains of Lady and the Tramp. So Emma Casey did one and showed it on her channel on her iPad. I'm like, when's that a diamond painting? And she said, it's in the works. And I waited and waited. And then Art and Soul came out with that. And I had to have it. And now there's an Emma Casey event with sparkling diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I think they're still here. I don't know if they're still here. But they're doing that event. And I just started Saturday, did this little itty bitty part and posted my week 1. But I've been working on it all week, and I got the bottom almost done. And then I have release paper with cats. So we are zoomed out. So I just wanted to share this for anyone that's doing the Emma Casey event and watching the replay or here. That is how far I got, but I hope to. That's the furthest I've ever gotten on an event because I'm always way busy. So
yes, I'm going to the RSV retreat. That's the one.
RSV, okay.
Yeah.
I heard you and Debbie said Virginia, and I didn't know there was one in Virginia. And I'm like, so I forgot all the other ones though.
Richmond, Virginia, I think.
Oh, okay.
But are you going, Chocolate Diamonds?
I think so. And Connie's wants to know where in Virginia. So
I think it's Richmond, Virginia.
Because I know Connie, I know where she is, and she's more on the. I don't think she wants to be telling where she lives, so she can say where she's from. But this is a diamond pen pal blank that we showed on our Wild Wednesday when we introduced them launching. And Tim got this for me for Valentine's Day, and he just turned it because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. He turned this a couple days ago. But these are some of their blanks. Beautiful blanks. Check out Blanks by DPP. Incredible. They're on Etsy, and they are beautiful. So if you know where their Etsy shop is, it's just Blanks by DPP, and they drop in our group every other Tuesday, and they're exclusive to our shop for a week. And then after that, they're like free game. So those are all the groups they drop in. They drop them for that group exclusively to get first dibs kind of thing. And this has like so many colors, and it's really, really pretty. And I'm not set up. Usually I'm a little lighter here. Yeah, that might be better.
Oh, wow.
Really super pretty.
There's some clear spaces
there. Yeah, that's the resin separating. She used clear, and just the way that the colored resin separates.
Yeah.
It's a clear base. And then add these colors is what I think she did, and some glitter in there. And this is our turn called the Inceptor. And it's kind of like little, almost like a bow tie here with a very small bump. And it's very comfortable. It's really nice. It's right there. And even like this, sometimes I hold the pen like this. I never hold the pen right. So that's what they said in elementary school. You're not holding it correctly. So
however it's comfortable.
That's right. So let's see if I can bring up Dropbox real quick. Oh, I have that on here. There it is. Log in. Well, it's going to be easier to just show you on my phone. So back in November at I think it was a 24-hour live, I announced that I was going to do my very first event, and it was going to be with Mrs. Butterdee because I love her art. I just think it's wonderful. I'm one of her Patreons, and I kind of reached out to her and said, you know, I want to do an event. Would you be interested in supporting? And she wrote back and said yes. And what do you need from me? And I just said some prizes or something like that. And so she has sent them to me, and I have them. So I'm like, well, now I'm committed. So I'm like, I'll reach out to Diamond Art Club, and they are supporting this event. So we're doing and I will bring up the header, and then I will show you what we've done so far. We already have 5 sponsors that are sponsoring our event and working on some things. So where did I put it? I've copied and pasted this image. So she has sent me these images from, let's see if I hold it right. It's on Dropbox, but I can't bring it up. It's not on this computer. So those are some of like a keychain, a notebook, some bookmarks, and I'm going to divide it up into 2 prizes. And so that's what she has done. And then the name of the event, let's see here. After that. Here we go. So it's going to be called, I'm going to read it, Be a Little Artsy with Mrs. Butterdee. And we sent this to her. It's going to be our Facebook header, our event image. And she has approved this and the images. So this is in the works. So we're working with some sponsors, Crafts with Crashly, a couple of drill tray makers, shops. So it's in the works. So we're doing that. And Troy Shipley, he jumped on the bandwagon, and I showed him this canvas. I go, it's a lot, it's busy. And he goes, I'm up for the challenge. He always tells me that. I'm up for the challenge. So I'm like, okay. So I will show you the canvas. This is her most recent. She has another one coming out on Saturday, kind of like family time. I forget the name of it, but it's super cute. And some of the colors that you're going to use are in that. But this is Artsy Girl. Some of you might remember that. So I said, can you do something? Like, look at all these colors. There's tons of colors. Like, what do you pick? And I had some ideas, and I usually just throw ideas at him, and we chat for a minute. We talk for about 5-10 minutes about it, and then he's got an idea, and I've got an idea, and he says, I'll be back with you. And so it has like a little art palette, which some of there you go, art palette. So it's kind of cute. And so sunflowers.
Yeah.
So I said to Troy, do you think you could make an event blank for me? And so he did. So that's going to be released probably this weekend, where you can get that. And we're going to have a Facebook group, which we'll post and you can join. So if you're a Mrs. Butterdee fan, you can share that. But here is the blank that goes with it.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it goes really nice. She's got this mint green over here, but you can't. My desk isn't big enough for this canvas to show on the camera. I could move the camera up, but there you go. And there's the greens down here. This is all light green. And then it's got the blue that's in here. It's got the pink in her hair. The base is this background here. So this will be gorgeous. I'll have a model probably this weekend, and I'll post that. But we will have blanks for sale. So that's going to be kind of fun. So that is kind of neat. She's always been a favorite, and nobody's ever done it before. So I announced it on my 24-hour live Black Friday, and then I reached out to her that weekend, and also to Diamond Art Club, and they supported it. So we have about 5 prizes from Diamond Art Club, and so we are on board and kind of running with it. And
What
it's just,
month is it?
what's that?
What month is the event?
I'm getting to that next. It's going to be April 1st to April 30th. So you have some time.
Fun.
So it's going to be very low key. Just, you post in there each week. And then if you post how a canvas you're working on by Mrs. Butter D, you can be entered in to draw for some of the prizes that we have. That's it. No word before. I just, you want to keep it low key. There's so many events going on at one time that I just wanted to make it super easy. And then we'll do stuff on my weekly lives for drawing the prizes and things like that for the event. So it should be pretty fun.
Very cool.
So
that's cool. That's awesome when the artist gets involved. I love that.
Yeah. It was kind of exciting. It kind of happened very quickly. So and then I reached out to a few people, and everyone said yes, 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 yes. So I decided, okay, I'm doing this now. So I really just had the stuff from her, and then that I'm like, oh, I don't know if anyone else will do it. There's a lot going on that month, but a lot of other small shops that I've worked with and collaborated with said, yes, I can make a tray that goes with it. I worked with Bijou Bliss on some trays with the Dragon Seasons with the Neighbors Outpost and Emma Casey. So, we've made some relationships. The very first drill tray, I might have brought it out in the shop, as it was going to be for this weekend. I worked with Firefly when I was nobody. And I said, yeah, I think I could sell these drill trays with our merch. And they did, but they didn't. It took me like almost 2 years to sell them all. But this was the prototype, and they sent me this big, that's too big. And so they gave the smaller nano tray. So I love the Inferno Nano. It's my favorite tray, but they did one with that. It was purple and gold, and we changed our color from black and white to purple and gold. So
very cool.
That's kind of how we started, but we've made some trays along the way. This was for Crafter's Paradise. We made that one last year. The one that you have, we made and had a matching pen. And then for Inside Watery Eyes by Margaret Morales, we made a koi fish tray.
Love that.
So, and Troy did a matching pen, which I just kind of took his pen and matched the colors with that, and it has koi fish in there.
Yeah.
But which is what is Inside Watery Eyes, and there's koi fish showing up everywhere. So it's a lot of
yes,
very popular. Everybody has their koi fish in their artwork, so that's pretty popular. And then I asked Troy where he got the fish. He told me, and so we made this ourselves, and all we did was just kind of do it and just take a blow dryer and do that, and it moves. And we just dropped it in there, and there I was with tweezers putting the fish. There was one that I think it's going to be in the D stash because the fish was upside down. So he kind of flipped over and swam on his own. But yeah, for anyone that's new and visiting here, we also do coasters. So that matches that because we had extra resin. So we just make things. And Tim sands the edges. And then you have a whole set of coasters. And we can do any colors, any design, any combination of colors that you want. So kind of fun. So those are just some of the fun things. Some fun things that we do. So it's fun. And we're participating in the Year with Yume, which this is Life with Natty. She is hosting it, and she made this tray. And then this was a pen she made, and she was like, I'm really nervous. I'm like, why? I'm sending Leopard Leatherworks a pen. And so I'm like, no, it's really comfortable. I've gone with a thicker pen now because my hands they cramp up when I'm diamond painting for a long period of time. So I use the bigger tray. But you can purchase that from her in the group. So And then Creations Moran, they make trays now too. And I got that to go with the event to participate. So it's kind of fun. So that's kind of what we have going on as far as announcements. And I'll post the Facebook group and everything and all the images and all the items as soon as I have them. And it's in April, so there's time. But that is that. Now I have some blanks. People want to see blanks. This is my normal routine. For those of you that are new, I have a paper here, and then I lay blanks out on it. New ones.
Anita is doing a koi fish from Dreamers Designs.
Oh yeah, they have an overseas division now, which is kind of cool.
I actually have a koi fish canvas pulled out as well.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. I think the first koi fish I ever saw in a painting was the one that you did, and I copied all the embellishments. Someone else said, "What'd you do for embellishments?" I'm like, I don't know. I gotta watch this video. Video. I'm like, that's where I got it from. So kind of cool. So we have. So I lay them out normally, and then I put a price there. When I got that, we got the Year of the Snake happening. Is he upside down? No, he's upside down. And this will be all gold. This is a gold color. You can't really tell from that. And then we have some wisteria purple and blue with starlight. I think that's why Travel mentioned starlight, because you can in the clear, but it just depends on the blank, and it's transparent, bright color. It's easier to see it. And then we have this one here.
Let me in next to here. We'll lower your camera.
Oh,
And I got the giveaway, their StreamYard tool if you need it.
yeah. Let me do it in the other room.
You already there?
Oh, cool. Is that too close? I think Kevin moved it.
He did. Yeah, we moved it up for his Legos. There you go.
Okay.
It's actually a little crooked. Let's get it straight here. There we go. There it is. All good to go.
Okay. Yay. Is it too straight? Okay. I guess it's straight now. And then this is sort of like a magenta color. Ooh, that camera view is much better. You can really see them. Let me pull these off. That would be helpful. That's when casters send them to me, they put like Troy tries to change it up to make me work harder. I think he puts LLW, Queen Leopard, Carrie, Tim. He kind of does that for me. And so we have one of these. Really pretty. Let's pull this off so you can see it. And I sometimes pick up blanks from casters as well when they drop, only because not everybody can be there and get them. And this gives you the opportunity to do so. Let's see, what else do we have? This is a leopard exclusive, this one here. It's purple with gold and black in it. So that's our logo colors. And I'm like, don't we have one? The rose? And he's like, well, and the leopard ribbon. And he's like, I thought I'd do this one. I'm like, okay, cool. This one is like on fire. Woo. That would look kind of cool with your canvas too.
Forgot how to get rid of my square and keep you guys on there. So I'll just be in the background, Carrie. If you need me, I can hear you.
Okay. That's fine. Then we have this one here. Pull that off. This will turn off if there's a little bit of sticker on there. Tim turns that off. No, that's super pretty. So here we go. We want to make, there we go. So let's put some prices in here. Let's see, this one was 2 colors. Most of them are 65, I believe. Yeah. Now this would make a great flipper for those flipper people. It's super pretty and it's thick. So if you're a chubby flipper, you can get a chubby flipper. It's just the right size.
What do you mean by flipper?
Okay. Flipper is just a smaller pen. It's 4¼ inches long. Some people use 4. I think Cindy, if she's still here, uses 4, but it's just smaller. Our typical pen is 5¼ and I think that's what you have. It's just a little shorter.
Okay.
So it's, they call it a flipper. So you can do this and go
Oh.
back and flip. And this one, for some people, is bigger. But even I use these, I go here and then I got to scroll down. It just saves time. And this is a Rapture Resin glitter blank and the flying tire in the middle. And this one was is a periwinkle color. We sold about four or five different people in the group have this one. And then this one is the same size, which I kept telling Tim, it looks smaller, but it's not. It's the same exact size.
Chocolate Diamonds has a question, Carrie.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Chocolate. Fire away. And these are the same size. This is just a different design, and this is thicker. This is about a 0.52 diameter, and this is finger grip, and this is more of a 0.60. And because it's a narrow and it's a smaller pen, you have what's called an elephant foot if you do baseball bat, because we can't get that turn. And Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's why this one looks more pronounced, because it's a smaller finger grip in here. So, and those are flippers, and we make those. A lot of ladies love them. So there's some people that's all they want to buy, and that's fine. Once they do flip, once you use one, you want one all the time. So let me finish writing here. And most of these are Troy's, and I think this is 4-day. Well, this is 4-day, so this one's a little bit more.
So Chocolate Diamonds, the price that Carrie is writing is the price of the blank plus the turning service. The only thing it's not included there is tax if you live in California or shipping.
Yep. So it's like 65 plus
so blank and turning service, blank and turning service.
Yeah. So like when I purchased the blanks, I just what it cost me to buy it, and then our turning service. And our turning service includes a little customizing. You get to measure your finger grip, which is where you hold the pen, not the like length of it. We ask you how long you want it, because some blanks come 6 inches long, and some people like that, some people don't. So you get to tell us the length. You get to tell us this measurement, and there's a video on how to do that. And then you can choose a middle. If like, I don't like bumps, I don't want like rings around it. We don't do captive rings, and we don't do jewels. So if you want Tim to just decide based on the beauty of the blank, like this one here, this is from All Things Handcrafted, and this is called My Shell Delight middle. And it's just 2 little rings with a middle that's like swoops, and it's very comfortable. The rings don't get in the way of you eating on your hand. So you get to choose all this. Tim goes live and turns every pen that we make and turn. So you can watch it, except for prize pens. He does those on the side. And this is a bow tie. Is this the executive, Tim, or is this the other one? Hello? Can't hear you. You're muted.
That is the TIE Fighter.
Oh, this is a TIE Fighter?
By the way, Kimba, that's a 4-dite pen.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's how that came out.
It
matches the girl's bow, so I sometimes flip to this one. I flip pens around a little bit. Then this, Sandy's still here. This was the pen that we donated for Jingle Drills, and she won one of these turned like this. And she's liking it so far. So And we do, you know, a pen. If it's a big event, we'll donate a pen, which is what I'm doing for J-Wall, because that's a pretty big event. And I'll donate a pen and someone can win a pen. It will be a medium-sized pen and we'll pick a blank. He's making a blank that is similar to your canvas that you sent me. That's the one he's doing. So that will, and I think that goes with a lot of her art, the colors he'll use. So that should be kind of fun. So, and then, so that includes the blank. Like this blank is like 12, I think what, $12. And then Tim turns it for like 45 and I round it up because that's $62. $5 increments is just easier. And then, you know, if we do 3 colors of resin in these pens, we can do these scales a different color. Then the snakes one color and the background another color. It's a little bit more resin, so it's a little bit more. But normally 2 colors are just 65. We also have, which I don't have one here, but we also did one for Fourth Wing. So if you're a Fourth Wing fan, we have a Fourth Wing Dragon, which is a pre-order on our website. All these dragon and snake pens are all pre-order. We make them as you want them. And then this is from Troy. So these are just plain resin. If they're just resin blanks, they're just straight up 65. And then if you add Fordite, which this one is, Fordite is about a $20 blank. And so, and then Tim has to be extra careful when he's turning it because sometimes you can't see where the Fordite ends and goes. So he has to be extra careful. So there's an extra charge for his labor and time. And of course, you can watch that. If you can't watch him turn yours live, you can go back and I will send you a message. Tim's turning your pen and I'll tell you how far in he is in the video. And you can go back and watch the replay and watch him turn your pen, which is kind of fun to see that come together. And then this is just a chubby flipper. Very pretty. And it's light blue, purple, and pink. And this comes from Don Van Dyne. All these, this is ours. This one and this one is Don Van Dyne at Castaway Creations, along with this one. And then the rest of them are all Troy Shipley at Unbelievable Blanks. So that is that. That's what we have tonight. So, Tim, are you ready? Voice. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people, chocolate, do artist choice because sometimes the blank will have a certain colorway inside and it kind of speaks to Tim and he thinks this one style will look better. And if you want to just give him total artist creativity, you can do that. Or if you like a certain style, we have a few people that like find a wavy one. This is more I can't find this. Yeah, like this is like a wavy one. A lot of people like 2 bumps and a waves. They do that. Trying to see if I have my other one. Oh, like this is another one, a little bit. They like that certain design. They'll say, I want the one with 2 bumps, or I want the one you showed, you know, in that video, and they take a screenshot, and you can do that too. So, or they like this design, the window. And sometimes the pen, we think it looks better when they have like the daisies and the sunflowers in the middle and the strawberries we saw earlier. We just kind of do an opening like that. It's called the like a goldfish bowl almost, where you can see in and see all the fun little things in the middle. So. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. All right. So onward. So I will show with the blank on all 4 sides, not just the front, and let you see them. And sometimes there's different things going on the other side. And then I'll go through all those, and then we'll go back and we'll see who's interested in each one. If you are, Tim will tell you in the drawing tool, picker tool, what to enter if you would like to win the opportunity to purchase. And if your name is called, then you win that opportunity. And then I'll do a reserve listing for you within the next 48 hours, and you'll do that. Oh, here's another way. This is sunflowers. And so we just try and not cut into these Palmer clay, and it's super pretty. So we try and accent the blank's beauty and with artist choice. So that's what that means. Okay, this one here is from Castaway Creations. It just came today, and I thought this was super pretty. And it's got pink and the blue.
Spring.
Very springy, very Eastery. If you're doing, I think this is the Christmas Dragon by Emma Casey, but it kind of goes with this one too. So very fun. And it has all these colors, and these are hidden, and this will be very glossy and shiny and buffed and beautiful, and it will look totally different than it does right now. So you have to sort of envision, but it won't be so matte finish as it looks currently. Now it's 65 for A1, and we have A2, which is 65 also, and this was the snake blank we showed earlier. This is all gold, a glittery gold, and like a red for Chinese New Year, which has now ended. But here's a snake. There's lots of snake, and we can do, there was a green snake that released, and there's a green and yellow snake. And I think it's Black Dahlia. She is doing a Year of the Snake event, and there's a drill tray that's red with gold. So I tried to match that to go with the drill tray. So I try and match drill trays if I can. And then this one here is from Troy Shipley. It has Starlight Glitter with Ocean Blue Transparent with Wisteria Pink, which is called Suspended Resin. You put it in later, and it starts to harden up a little bit. So when you drop it, it's like kind of like goop, and you just put it in there, and it kind of has that wavy look. So when it's done, it sort of has that clear look through it, and that's suspended resin, and he loves to do that. Here's the K. And that's really pretty. It's very much a Princess Aurora looking, I thought. Yeah, the pink dress, the blue dress. Then this is like a very soft pastel rainbow. It's a different technique than I've seen, but it's very pretty. It's all resin. There's no 3D printing in this at all. So it's super pretty. Very neon pastel. And any of these solid ones can be turned into a flipper. So you could cut it down. Let's go this way. I'm sort of zoomed in more. And you can cut it down to 4, 4 1/4, and make whatever ends you want, and then just have a flipper. And then we also have the capability of putting the screw-in threads inside. And then that's what that black thing is. It sort of is like, so you don't strip out your screws, because you can. I forgot to include it in a customer's once, and she stripped out her pen. So we had to kind of put new ones in. And I sent her the black, and I send these. These are just O-rings. You can get them on Amazon. Amazon has everything. If you can think of anything you don't have, go to Amazon. They have it. And so these are O-rings that we put on the screw. And I did this flipper to see if AliExpress screw-ins would work, and they do. They work with Diamond Art Club. They're the same thread match, but these ones from AliExpress, these are like a rainbow colored one. They work. So these are not from Diamond Art Club, but I have some customers that they want them in every pen because they just don't want to deal with the washi tape and the wobbling and all that stuff. So that's kind of nice. So this is super pretty. There's a lot of rainbow stuff coming in these colors. And this one is more of a very soft, dark pink and white. Now this white resin Troy uses, and he says you have 9 minutes to get your next color in, pour it, and get it in the pot. So but when it comes out, it's like glass, literal glass. This is some of the, I think it's the Christmas one. The Christmas one is the same way. That's that white resin. It looks like glass. When it's buffed up and polished, This isn't CA finish. This is just buffed and polished. And that's what this will look like. And there's more of this pink and white. And you don't know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolate. Don't know what you're going to get. So I told Troy, I love that white resin. And it's a different type of resin than the clear. This is not clear with white powder like we did. This is pure white resin with just pink added. And you have to go fast. So faster than we were going. So that's very pretty. And this one is gold with magenta with sort of a prismatic purple added to it. Very pretty. Gorgeous. And these are all 65. And then this one is one he just created. And I didn't even know he created it. I just like, okay, there it is. Purple and gold flakes. And he said, no, this is actually has some gray. And this is black for the leopard and gold for the leopard spots. And then purple background for our logo. And then gold flakes. So this is the Leopard Leatherworks new exclusive. So we also did one last year where he put a leopard ribbon in there, and that's a Leopard Leatherworks exclusive as well. So that was kind of neat. And this is what he did for this year. So that is kind of neat. I grabbed a few so I have two. And Tim's going to turn one so you can see it. Because sometimes you see it. Yeah, it's nice. Then you see it turned. Where is that? I had no idea. I need it. I need it. So neat. And then this one here, this is the Fordite. So this has the Fordite in it. And this Troy places Fordite excellent. He puts it so you can get your finger grip, but it doesn't take away from the Fordite. So this one is sort of an on fire. It's like an orange with gold and black. It's like on fire. Beautiful. And so this one will pretty much turn out similar to this. And we can do this type of a turn, but you have to see where the Fordite lays and how it is to determine what turn. So sometimes a lot of people let him turn it. Sometimes they have suggestions when they're on live, like, hey, I want to do this. Would that work? And he goes, yeah, I think that would work. So sometimes we don't even think of it. You guys think of it better than we do. So that's why it's so fun if you can get on the live when you're turning. And sometimes I just Facebook message people. I usually do most things through email, but if you're going to be turned, more people will get a notification for Facebook, but then check their email. And this one's 80 just because of the Fordite turning, and the blank is more expensive. That's the only reason. We don't hike, we don't gouge, we don't do any of that. And then this one is 55. It's a 4 1/4. I think let's measure. Let's measure. This is about a 5 or a 4. It's probably a 5, but we could cut it down to 4 1/4. You can cut some of this blue off and make it a flipper. And if you like chubby pens, this is super big. Perfect. Really pretty. Really gorgeous. And sometimes in the blank drop, they show you this. And you're like, okay. But then when I start spinning, you see a whole bunch of glitter and other things that don't show up in a photo. That's what's fun about this. So that is the first round. So we will go back. Tim will bring up the drawer tool, and we will pick A1 first, see if anybody's interested. Tim? Sorry. There he is.
You don't need me until you got a double.
Oh.
I'm watching.
Okay, so this first one is hashtag or pound A1. If you're interested in this one right here, which is this beautiful pen. This is painter's tape. It will come off in turning, so don't think that's part of the blank. It's not. And so it's kind of got like this glittery glisten going on here. And that will come out green, purple, pink, blue.
Make sure you watch your chat.
Yeah. Good night, Joe. See you later. Anita's leaving. Good night, Chocolate. Thanks for coming. Christina C wants A1. Anyone else? I am looking. Hold on, you guys just hang out there a minute. I gotta get my bag. Don't have many in here, so we'll see where we go. Okay, a little parched. Okay, A1. Anyone else for A1? Let's move on down. Okay, the one with the mesh. Which one with the mesh? This one here, the snake? I have more snakes if that's what you mean, mesh. I'm not sure what you mean by mesh. Which is the mesh? Is it one I have showing here? If it's one of these, I could probably tell you. But okay, well, it looks like the leopard exclusive. Yes, I have another one. This one was available if no one else gets it. But usually if I have 2 or 3, I usually buy 2 or 3, always in case of a boo-boo, and or if someone wants it. And if I have like 2 people that want it, and I have 2, and one person wins the opportunity to purchase, I let the other person buy the other one. I don't like say, well, yeah, next time maybe you get one. No, if I have it, I'll give it to you. A7. What about A7? Thanks, Jess. Yep, I figured that one out. The leopard exclusive. There we go. Yes, I have an extra if someone else bids on this one as well. So, Christina, this is for you. Congratulations. Beautiful. And the way it works is we have a website and I do a reserved listing for these. If you buy blanks in a drop from a caster and you've paid the caster, I just bill you for the turning service, and there's a link and I give you instructions if you've never done it before, how to do that, and where to go and which ones to purchase as well. So you'll get that email, and that's usually pretty quick. Like if you buy an all wood blank, that's considered a hybrid. So then I would tell you to buy a hybrid, and you've already paid for the blank. These you haven't paid for the blank, and that's the blank and the turning together. So that is that one. Okay, on to number 2. And this is the Year of the Snake. This is a snake. It's kind of a mixture of 2 different types of red to make the red I wanted. It's more of like a very pink, not a pinky red, but not like scarlet red, because the scarlet I have in a paste and it doesn't adhere to like a glittery thing. So this is a snake, a cobra, and then a Slytherin snake. And he is there's lots of paintings. There was one that came out green and yellow. We could do green and yellow to go with that. There's Bob. I've heard about Bob. What about Bob?
Hey, Bob. Bob's got to work.
I've got to go to work. Bummer.
Everyone good?
I told him I was on mute, and then I saw I wasn't, and then I stuck on.
There's Bob. I've heard. We always hear about Bob, but we've never met Bob.
Well, this
This is Carrie. Tim.
hello, everyone.
I have hands right now, but
Disembodied hands.
I don't have hands. I'm gonna.
well,
All right.
nice to see it. Put a name with the face now. Now I have it envisioned when Kimba talks about you.
I know people think I look like her dad.
Stop it. That's
All
nice.
right. Have a good night.
Nice to meet you. Have a good night. Where does he work, Kimba?
He works at just a local supermarket right up the road.
Oh, overnight shift. I've done that.
He's basically retired.
Tim did. He was retired, and he went back. I could go get a job at Walmart. You need to go do something. And he applied, and he got overnights, and then he started wondering what it did. And within 4 years, he was a Walmart store manager. So you never know where you go in life. And he was retired. So you got to keep busy. So this is the year of the snake. Anyone interested in hashtag A2? Doesn't look like it. Nobody's into snakes. Emma Casey on Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin on their Sunday week 1 progress prize drawing. Emma showed part of her snake, and it had a butterfly and a snake, and it was the cutest thing snake I'd ever seen. It was rainbow colored and pink, and it's the cutest thing. I'm like, wherever it goes, I'm buying that one because I think he's cute. Very cute. Okay, so we have A3, which is this pink with starlight glitter and blue. I looked at the Princess Aurora painting by Disney with Diamond Art Club, and Aurora's like up close in her pink dress, and then she has the castle in the background, and there's blue in the sky. This would look really pretty with that. Very pretty. So just put a hashtag A3 in case somebody else wants it. It's super pretty. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. So I'm just like the rest of you. I just keep getting blanks, but I think of all of you in mind. There's certain customers I know, oh, I like that. Or I watch a whip and chat, and I'm like, oh, I got a pen to match your canvas. I got one for that. So I feel like one of those things. I got an app for that. We usually have a pen. Like this one here was just stripes. And then when Tim turned it, I go, that's kind of pastel-y. That would look really good with that canvas and a couple others. And I turned it, and it was this. And it was crazy gorgeous. And so I asked Bill at All Things Handcrafted, can you make me more? A lot of people like this. So he's making me more. So, if you get a good relation, I usually had a good relationship with all these casters. So that way, when I need something for any of you, I can get it. So we can always get any of these again. So it's not a one-time thing. Okay. Well, looks like Kimba, this is yours. Yay. Yay, yay, yay.
I have the perfect canvas for that.
Isn't that one you're working on, that big, you do big canvases?
No, it's something I haven't shown yet.
Oh, haven't, ooh, okay. This will be pretty. And then this transparent, it comes out like glass when it's turned. Oh, it'll be gorgeous. I don't know if I have any. This was one he did with a bunch of resin, but the transparent, that's the transparent. It looks like glass through there. It's just so pretty. You do that clear stuff. Okay, this is A4. This is gorgeous. Just came in today from Don Van Dyne. He dropped it like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and just arrived here at Leopard Leatherworks. Super pretty. Bunch of pastel rainbows. A lot of neon and pastel stuff going on this year. I think it's Brazil. She used to be at Diamond Art Club. Becky Tyndall over at Art and Soul. She has a lot of canvases that are rainbow and pastel-y rainbow neon, and they look great with this pen. Would look good with that. And this is about a 5 1/4, I think. Yeah, and so we can cut it down, and Tim will be discreet where he cuts it, so he can be sure and get as many colors as he can in there for you. But that's 5 1/4. Very pretty. Hashtag A4. Christina, I knew you were gonna go for that. This is your language. Christina's bought a few blanks and pens. So I kind of know what she likes. And I get to know customers based on what they buy. So then I'll buy blanks based on that. And well, that's pretty. I like that. So I'll get one to turn so you can see it turned, and then one to sell at the I want to say Wild Wednesday, Thrilling Thursday. We changed it up and did a different day this year. No more people know about us going on. Okay. Well, that's yours. So I'll add that to both of these blanks came from Castaway Creations. So if anyone thinks about it later, we can always get more. Always just email us. I'll put my email at the bottom. There is my email. There it is. And you can write me at any time, and it goes to both Tim and myself. So if one of us are busy and not around, or I'm at a doctor's appointment and you're trying to order something, then Tim can answer as well. So sometimes I go down and visit my grandkids, so I got grandma duty, so we don't see the emails as quickly as normal. So here is the hot pink. And there is a titch of glitter floating around, so I think he hid it in here, as I see it right there. So I think there's some hidden in here somewhere. But this is that white, very similar to this, except this one has red and green glitter for Christmas. But it's that same white resin, but it's got like that hot pink. That would look pretty with Princess. And there's a house on Dreamer Designs. I think you did it, Kimba. It was a pink house, and that would have looked pretty with that too. Gorgeous stuff. A5. We're on A5. Hashtag A5. Do 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 do. Okie doke. No A5. Okay, we have A6, which is this. It's a kind of like a copper with a hot pink with prismatic, and then gold, a dark gold. Very pretty. I can just imagine what, and you can see this is the bottom of it, which normally you don't get to see. And this shows all the bottom part. So you can tell that all this goes all the way to the bottom. And when we pull out those molds for the one we turned for the Enki Moore piece, then that one you'll see all the bottom all the way through, all the way around, and it goes all the way through it. It'll be gorgeous. And people will see Tim turning it and go, where is that? So that's why I always take pictures of the recipe in case we get people interested when they see it, or you unbox it on your channel. So that's always when I do send a blank to a creator for an event or whatever, or where they show this is the prize pen, people ask about it, then at least I can remake it, or I can send the picture to the caster if a caster makes the blank for us. So that is this here. And for those that ever hear about the rose pen, and a few people, you can get it turned on any blank, but this is how we turned the rose. And Troy Shipley makes these. They're leopard exclusives. And they're basically, it's called the I Dream of Genie. It's the 1.0 version. And this sort of looks like a vase, like an I Dream of Genie bottle. And it's just got some loops to hold your finger. And then you sort of hold it like this. And there's like the inside of the flower bud and then the pink flower. And he does it in red, purple, yellow, teal, any color you can think of. You can ask him and he will make it for you. And then he'll just put the rest in a drop. And they're very popular. He'll do it every once in a while. He'll drop one of these rose pens. Very popular. Gorgeous. So it looks like you're holding a rose. Gorgeous. That's the rose. But you can do this in any turn. If you like a more thinner in here. In fact, Will from Diamonds Around the World just got one in like black and like white that I had bought from somebody at the GOE and a turner that was there. And so we got that, and he got that blank. So it's gorgeous. So you can do it with anything. So anybody for A6? No? Okay. We'll just shove these down, and we'll just keep them there in case anybody gets second wind of that. Here is the leopard exclusive with the black swirls and gold flakes and a little bit of gray dabbled in there. You can see the gray. And then the purple opaque. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you can do the 2.0, which just has a couple of like little Cheerios at the top. And this is a little bit different genie bottle. We changed it up a little bit. And Tim, correct me if I'm wrong on the 2.0 version. Yeah, it's so hard not to get these. So
We just add some ribbing to the top of the genie bottle to make it look more like the actual I Dream a Genie bottle.
okay, that's what I thought. I thought I might have explained it right. And sometimes I explain it's in my head, but it doesn't come out right. So that's all right. Connie is interested in that this beautiful leopard. I know Caden was interested, but I think he left. Maybe he's here still, but I have one, so I do have another one and can get more. And you can get them from Troy Shipley. Just ask for the most recent Leopard Leatherworks exclusive, and he'll send them to me, and then they only come here. So, and we don't sell the blanks because we bought the blanks, and that's why we buy the blanks. So you'll come and you give us a try and use our service and get the leopard addiction. A couple of people have been here for quite a while. Connie's been here for over a year or more. Christina's been here for a couple months. Will has been here for, over about a year. He started buying the Dragon Seasons. Well, I don't know. These were the Dragon Seasons. It went with Emma Casey's Dragon Seasons with Enablers Outpost. Enablers Outpost released the kit. Emma Casey drew the artwork. We did the pens, and Bijou Bliss did a trade a match. And so after spring, I did on my own, and then I found out that Bijou Bliss was doing a tray, and I'm like, oh, can I see it? And so Christina started partnering with me and showing me the filament she was going to use. And then after I saw her make the tray, then I kind of flipped what she did. And so like for summer, the tray was green with blue dragon, and I did a blue background with green dragons. So everything coordinated, and everybody's favorite is the winter. It's sort of white and it has blue scales and purple, and that's what's on the tray. And so Elizabeth told me that's her favorite out of all of them. And there is going to be a grand prize where you can win all 4 pens if you hadn't gotten them. So, but they will be available forever and ever. You can just, if it's not available, just write us at this email here and say, can I order a winter dragon? I don't see it in stock. We can make them. We just sold out of them, and we replenish as people want them, but we keep them up. We have a Spangler dragon, all kinds of things. So nothing is impossible. We will always get it for you or not. Just always ask. Nothing has been impossible. Yeah, Cindy's been here for 2 years. And Cindy was our very first member when we did a membership to our channel. There's 5 levels. There's the baby cub, and you get I think a few emojis, and I forget which one that is. I'll have to go do a post on that so more people know about it. Then we have the leopard cub, which there's a few people, and they get a whole bunch of emojis. You get a little thing next to your name, how long you've been a member. And then there's the leopard, where you start getting content. and watch exclusive content. We've been super busy with the holidays, so we haven't gotten to do that for everyone. And then you also get the everything that the cubs get. Then you get to be the king or queen leopard, and you get 10% off all your purchases, as long as it's not a D-stash item or on sale. And that's really handy when you're getting screw-in tips and a blank, and that can really add up. So it's a great savings. And you can see that everything else that leopard and below get. Then we have Center of the Leap, which is our highest level, the most expensive level. It's $99.99. And you get the opportunity to design a pen with everyone in the group, pick the colors. It could be a seasonal thing. It could be just colors you like. And everyone adds to it. We don't know what we're going to get. And then everyone picks a turning they like. And that will be the turning for the group. This was the December one, I think, or the January. This was the blue. It was all like the Elsa look. So I think I want to say December, because we did a New Year's one for January, and we just did a Valentine one. So, and you get this for free. So if you're buying at least 2 pens, you get a pen for free plus 10% off all your purchases except these stash and on sale items. So, because that's already taken that into consideration. So it's really fun if you like to, and you get a free pen every month as part of that. I mean, you pay for it, but you get to save. So if you're buying a lot of pens, it saves to be king and queen. If you'd like to get some special pens and pick colors and be in the group, and it's exclusive, watching Tim pour it, you get to watch your pen being turned on exclusive. It's kind of fun. And you get to hang out with Tim and I and get some one-on-one time with us and ask us questions or whatever. And that's with Leopard and Above. You get that as well. So anyway, that is my little spiel for the night. And then, okay, so we got this for Connie because she was the only one that responded to that. So you put that down. And a lot of people went right by it, and even Troy posted, "Hey, this is a Leopard exclusive." So I said, "Well, send me 2. I'll turn 1, and then I'll give me 2 or 3." But he can easily make them if I just ask him for them if I need more. But sometimes seeing it, it's like, wow, that looked totally different than it did in the photo. So that's why I try and pick up a few in these drops. Not that I'm trying to hog them all, but not everybody can be there. Oh, I missed out. Well, I have them. Don't worry. Here I am. So here is A8. This is the copper, gold, and black, and the Fordite in there. Very pretty. $80 because it's about $20. And that's pretty standard for all the casters who make Fordite. Zap Designs, he charges about that. Dank Blanks, he's another caster that's kind of out there. The minute that man drops a blank, they're 4 blanks. He makes them just like we did, cuts them up, 4 blanks, gone in like 3 minutes, super fast. So, and that's how that comes out. And so it's just $20 to $22 are the blanks, and then it's $60 for Tim's time and care and the customization that you get with that. So, and it's down to the everything. And you can kind of, well, what do you think? And you try a pen. Well, I think I wanted a little thinner this time. How do you think this looks? Oh, that looks good. And then you can, or you might see something. A lot of people see things and send me a screenshot from Alive. Do you have any more of these? And like, yep, I don't, but I can get it. So that's this one, A8. And Joe has been here since a year ago, November. Kimba's been here. I forget when you came around. Oh, I think it was July of 23. So she's been here almost 2 years. I didn't know she was Kimba Crafts back then. She sneaky leopard and snuck in and bought a pen.
And It's crazy. It's been that long.
Yeah, and then, I knew she was in New Jersey, and she said, "Hey, um, I bought a pen from you." And I looked, I go, "Well, I don't know that many Kims. Let me go look." There was that one back in July. I went back to Facebook because I didn't keep really good records back then. It was more like I just billed you through PayPal. And there she was. And I'm like, "Is this you?" Yeah. And she kept showing, I was watching a video. She showed the pen. I'm like, I remember that one because that was the only one that only one person bid on it. And she was the one. And she said, "I love that pen." And so we always turn yours round because you like the round ends. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how, back then we just kind of did whatever we thought. Now we kind of dial it in a little bit more. Denise wants A8. Anyone else want A8? Going once, going twice, 3. Denise. Let's put that in this bigger bag. That's what I got left. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And someone said to me one time, "How do you keep track of what's what?" I have a bag with everybody's name, and then how much it is, and then the blank. And that way I don't get it mixed up or remember. I used to have it. Actually, I have a template I'm supposed to be using for this, so they don't roll around. But I started cleaning my craft room because it kind of was a disaster. So I don't know what I did with it. So I'm not using it tonight. But that's how I keep track of everything. So I know. And then I have a tote that I put them in. And then there's another tote for this. So Tim just has one tote, the tote he pulls from, and the tote that has to be buffed, and then the shipping tote. So we have like a little system going on. We should do a video on that for exclusive videos on how we do things. It's kind of fun. Then this one here is the 5-inch. Looks like a lollipop candy or something from Willy Wonka, but it's hot pink, prismatic, white, and the prismatic is all the way through it. So I think they threw it into the mold because it's in the purple, the white, sort of like a winter white with blue and purple and pink. So it's sort of like the Anna and Elsa blank. That would go really well with that because she has pink. Elsa wears, a little bit of purple and blue and white and the snow, and looks all like that. And it's super chubby. So if you like chubby, it's 5-inch blank. And so it is a chubbier blank. And I can show you the different, well, this is about the same, but it's chubbier than most rounds. I don't have any to get the round blank to show you. The glitter blanks are a little thinner. Like this is a super thin one. Oh, I'm over here. This is, so you can see the difference in size. So if you had a small finger grip, this would be perfect for a flipper. But if you like them super thick, then it would be, you'd want a chubby like this, because that gives us more room to give you a defined finger grip. And this one is 55 because it's short and it's just all resin. And it's shorter. A 9 for Christina. This would make a great flipper. Or just 5 inches if you like 5 inches or smaller. Lindsay from Emerald and Fairy Lights, she likes 5-inch blanks, and she likes this one turn, and we turn her pens the same way because she loves the way we do them like that. And I have a photo. I just print out the photo and put it with her order, and she wants all her blanks 5 inches. She prefers that. So I get to know what people are. I know what people's finger grip is. I don't have to ask. Once you've purchased once, I go back and I say, do you want what you did last time, or do you want it smaller, bigger? And a lot of people will try a little bigger, a little smaller. They'll get a variety. They're getting a couple of blanks, and it is good to change it up. I have some thin ones. Like this is a thinner flipper, more thinner pen. And then I'll switch to a thicker pen when my hand starts to cramp from holding it for hours. I usually have the TV on here, or if I'm in the living room doing mini kits, which I'm sort of doing off and on during the day. For mini kits, everybody's gotten a mini kit. Everybody's on the bandwagon for mini kits. So mini canvases, and they're fun. We took them on our cruise, and I have a whole book of them, and we've done a whole bunch. I think Diamond Art Club had a Dios de las Muertes. It was all like Mexican type themed things. So I'm like, okay, we're going to Progresso. I might as well do that one. So A9. Anyone else for A9? Okay, Christina, that is for you. Now let's do 55. Sorry, remember. Yeah, I was doing somebody who had a D-stash when I did the D-stash pens, and last week, and they were 25 each from the Turner we bought out, and then ours were 30 for some smaller ones that I wasn't using. They were just models for the last year, and I had 50 on the brain. It was 25 times 2, and then I charged her 50 twice, and she goes, I think that's wrong. I'm like, well, that's what I get for doing it late at night. The calculator did it. It's not me. Okay, that's those. Let me bring in, let's see. We've been here for 2.5 hours. Does anyone want another sheet, or should we call it a night and do some prizes? Just put in the comments below. I'm going to run to the shop for a minute, get some prizes.
Christina, what's funny is that it is hard to believe it's been 6 months. It was back in the fall. Wow. It's amazing. Yeah, Cindy Bennett has been here forever. I don't know how Cindy, how did you find us? How did you, because we started going live a little bit over that Christmas of 23, and then, no, 20, I can't remember now. When did we start? 20. So we just finished 24. We did 23. Yeah. So 23 and 24. So right before that, I think it was Christmas of 22. I went live a little bit, and Cindy popped in there. Oh, sauce on a Shay video. Oh, we love Shay. We love Shay. We did a Shay by the Sea 6700 member pen. Really weird commemorative pen type. But we sold over 50 of those pens between Shay 1.0 and Shay 2.0, and probably 2 or 3 of those big trays, probably half a dozen of trinket trays. That was so much fun.
Oh, yeah, it was wild. Okay, so we're going to do first the winner's circle. So what the winner's circle is, if you bid on a pen, you get a free, I don't know if I'm going to use that. Let's see, what are we going to use?
If you bid on a pen tonight, you are in the winner's circle and can go for the prizes.
Yep. So let's see, and we'll use one of these. So this is one of the pens that we got from another Turner that didn't sell. Very pretty. It's like orange creamsicle with some pink and like lemon yellow. They come as is, so they're not tweaked by us or anything. We just bought them from that other Turner. She was needing some cash and wanted to get out of doing pens. So we bought these from her. So these are available. So you get to win a pen. So if you purchase, so that would be Kimba. I know she's still here. Christina, she's still here. Connie and Denise. So you can put in the say you on a Shay video. I must have missed that comment. Okay, Tim, we need to do a code for this winner, probably winners.
What Cindy is saying, I asked her how she found us, and she saw us on a Shay video.
Oh, saw. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? We doing a giveaway thingy doodle?
Yep. Winners. We
Pound
have.
pen.
So
Pound pen.
this is for people that said they are wanting to purchase. So that'd be Kimba, Christina C, Connie, and Denise. So we should have 4. He's hashtag pen. And it's there's a good look
Yes,
at
you
it.
have, Christina. You came right out of the woodwork.
Christina, I think you bid on a Don Van Dyne blanks. And one of them had dog paws in the middle
I
of
don't
it.
know how you remember that.
I don't know either. I remember weird stuff.
I can barely remember my name.
I don't understand. We're supposed to put hashtag pen in the
Yeah.
comment.
So if you want a chance at this free prize and you purchased a pen tonight or bid on one or whatever it was, then you can win this pen. And it's free. This is a free pen. And the people who are in the winner's circle are the people who purchased a pen earlier this evening through Carrie's little A1 through A9.
Yep. If you said I want that one, then your name is on a bag. So like there's Kimba, Christina C, Connie, and Denise. And we will have a prize for everyone that is here shortly.
Yeah, then we have the general giveaway that everybody can play in.
But the winner circle for
Yes, Christina, the snowflake pens. That was when Don tried that fuzzy little filamenty stuff that did not work, but he remade them all and we turned them and they were gorgeous.
Yep, and that's when Christina loved the way you turned her.
Pound pen if you want this pen and are in the winner's circle. How many people in the winner's circle, Carrie?
4.
4. So what are their names?
Denise, Christina, and Connie, and Kimba.
So Denise, Christy, Connie, and Kimba, if you want this pen, pound pen, free pen, no pay. This is a free pen.
Yep, it's nice. It's pretty. It's got some prismatic. It's not a leopard pen. And they're just a disclaimer is as is. We didn't do anything. We don't repair it or do anything like that.
Yeah, we didn't turn it. We just bought it from her and cleared her out, and then we're just using them to sell and prize pens. And even if we were going to sell this, I think it's what, 35, Care?
Yep.
Yeah.
Denise is
we don't
passing.
need to make a killing. We're just breaking back.
Kimba, I think, is she still here? Yeah, she's still here.
She's here.
Okay.
I'm passing.
Okay. So then it's just Connie, Christina.
So Connie, Christina, and no Denise. Okay, here we go.
One of these lovely ladies will win that. Sometimes it's not your jam. We get that. Christina. So we will send that with your next order, whenever that is. And that will go in there. Now, for everyone who's here and all you people hiding out there and lurkers forever, there's 13 of you lurking. So please
Hanging out. We love lurkers.
And also, don't forget, if you like what you see and hear, I copied that from you, by the way, Kimba. I love the way that sounds. If you like what you see and hear, just hit the like and subscribe button. And you like this video. And that just helps us make more things for you. So we have, because it's Valentine's Day, and when Tim is pouring and he has leftover resin, we hate to waste it. So we pull a mold. And so he pulled, the skulls were close by. He pulled skull. I have lots of drills from some kits that got damaged. So I kept the drills. So this is a skull with pink drills for Valentine's.
I'm not particularly into skulls. It's just these are little tiny molds. And if I have just enough resin left over, I pour it into there and find some contrasting or complementary drills and just pour it in and make a cute little thing.
Yeah, about
And this one's cover minder size. Sorry, Carrie.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I was in a group with dark arts, and that's just where I fell into Ennis Guerrero and dark arts. And they wanted us, do you have anything with skulls? And so we made a pen with skull glitter. And so then we bought all these skulls to give as like prizes. And so we just have the molds. So that's why there's a lot of skulls. And they're great for Halloween because everybody wants that kind of stuff at Halloween. But this is kind of cute. And it's small, so it's a great big cover minder. Cindy. Great big cover minder. It can sit on your canvas. But he's cute because it's pink. It's not super scary and bloody. It's just kind of cute.
It's a white and ghost gold resin with little pink drills.
Yep, we were making the fourth wing dragon pen.
Pound Valentine.
Yep. And the fourth wing dragon has a blue dragon at the top, black dragon at the bottom, gold scales, and white with white ghost gold. And that matches the storyline of fourth wing. And it's been very popular. And Jade at Jade Gem Shop came out with a kit by Chrisabug did, and has licensed that canvas. And it's the two main characters in fourth wing. Beautiful canvas. So I asked Jade, do you want to collab? She goes, well, your pens come out and so is my canvas. I'm like, well, can I post about it? Which I will. So I will be posting about that.
Pound Valentine.
So
we're going to do a 30-second commercial break. No real commercial, just a countdown. Make sure we get rid of all the lag. Everybody refresh your screens so that you're right up to the second here as much as you can be. Here we go. And we're back.
Here we go.
Looks like we got two. Nobody else for it. Here we go. Oh, we got 3, 4. Maybe
Four.
A few of them here.
Yeah,
here
we don't want to know if it was one of those. And watch out for Will. He wins on Thrilling Thursday a lot. I just mailed his.
That out loud.
Watch out for him.
Cindy Bennett. And Cindy, this is a perfect little cover minder.
Yeah, it's a small skull. It's not a bigger one like last week. So he's a little bitty guy. So I mean, he can be a cover minder. So pretty cute. So I will send this out to you. I have your address. So this will be going out in the mail tomorrow or the next day, depending on how busy we get. It's Valentine's Day, and I have some appointments, but it will be out in the next 48 hours on its way to you. So congratulations, Cindy. Oh, we can't hear you, Tim, if you're talking.
Cindy, how many cover minders will this one be to your collection? Cindy has the largest collection of cover minders that I'm aware of.
Yeah, she has lots of them. And if we make a cover minder out of something, she wants it. And she has a drill tray. She sent us some drills. We made a drill handle tray, and that was her item she wanted to pick. If you sent drills, you get to pick an item. Connie has gotten a trinket tray made out of her drills. So send us some drills and we will make you something. So for free for sending. And in fact, some of you may know this story. We were on our cruise and these two gentlemen came up and they work in Texas, Dallas, Texas. And the guy's name was Dallas. And he and his friend, they work with kids with cancer and they do crafts, putting diamonds, drills on rubber ducks. And what they were doing was buying de-stashed canvases already done and pulling the diamonds off the canvas and into bags. And so they went to a couple of groups and they said, you know, hey, we're not getting a big response. What do we do? What do we do? So we put their post up there, their address, and he wrote us and said, thank you for your generosity. And Tim read it last week on last week's live if you want to see what he said, but he did post and says, we now have over more than we could ever imagine, but we have all we need for 1,000 rubber ducks with the adhesive on it so kids can diamond paint them. So thank you to everyone in the community. And that's what we like to do, is try and give back. And he was more than grateful. He had no idea that we could actually just give them to him. And he was willing to pay shipping. And I think some people just ship them. They just wanted to be generosity. So if you ever want that information, write to me at leopards@leopardlw.com. He is also a member of the Facebook group. What's his name, Tim, on Facebook in our group? Do you remember?
Who is that, Care?
Dallas.
Oh, it's hang on, I'll tell you right now. We just saw it just not 3 hours ago, and I forgot already.
I was just telling the story, and I think more and more people watched the video and saw that he needed drills. And everyone always wants to know, well, what do I do with my drills? So
Diamond Wishes Children's Charity.
And he is in our Facebook group. You can send him a Facebook message or an email, and he will respond and he will give you his address. We have it and we can send it to you if that's easier. And we are more than happy to do that if you wanted to have something to do with all your drills and don't want to just throw them away. Yay, Connie, you finished Retro Stitch. Yay. I'm so happy for you. I know she said, I don't like pink. I don't like pink. That's why Connie did not get a pink pen. She wants a pen that isn't pink now. So, yay.
Wow. 359 cover minders.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's crazy. Where do you put them?
You're the winner, Cindy. I'm telling you, you're the winner.
I don't know anybody with that many. I have a few on my fridge, and I have commemorative magnets that I keep on there, but that's about it. I might throw another little extra in there for you, Cindy, that I have laying around that I just got. So I'll send that. You might have it, but I'll send it anyway. I think it's bananas if I can find what I did with it. I've been cleaning my craft room, so I'm finding all kinds of things. All right. Well, thank you. Almost one for every day of the year. Yeah, for sure.
Kimba, thank you for your time. I'm shocked that you stayed this long. You're a real trooper.
Guys.
No, thank you so much. And congratulations on your milestone of 4,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, it's Kimba Crafts on YouTube. Her channel is very enjoying and very fun. And her women chats are great to listen to. And she does some incredible canvases and some incredible unboxings. It's just, and some great embellishing on her own. And so very good to watch. I learned from her on how to do some things, and Rochelle from Bling It Up. So I've learned a lot from both those ladies. So especially at the retreat, boy, they were people that are so talented, and you can learn from so many by just watching some YouTube. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It's very enjoyable. It's worth your time. And they also have a group. She has it with the Crafty Diamond, Debbie, and it's called Crafty Diamond Crafts, and that is their Facebook group, and they're doing a mini canvas event for the rest of this month, and also the J-Wall event, which they'll be posting probably in there. And we are sponsoring both those events, so please
Thank you.
join that group as well to not miss out on all their great content. They're great ladies. I met them both in person at the retreat and GLE 24, and they were enjoyable and so neat to meet. Finally, you see these voices, and sometimes you only see hands, and then to see a face with a name and see the voice come out, it's like, wow. So it was fun to meet Kimba. Some of these ladies tell great stories about their family, and you really feel like you know them. So whipping chats are worth your time. All right. Well, thank you, Kimba. When we cut it up, we'll send you some pictures, and we'll post in the Facebook group and share it with everyone else. And it's going to be a beautiful canvas. I'm sure there's going to be a few people that might go out and get that. Kate will appreciate it, and I'll share it with her as well, and ask if I can post in your group. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And everyone have a great, amazing week. We will see you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for turning. Tim leaves Monday for Vegas but he is back the following Friday night. He says, I have to be back by Friday. So we will be turning this weekend. So you don't want to miss it. Good night, all, and be safe and keep on sparkling. Time is forever. I don't know what to say. I never had an ending. But see you on the next one.
Bye.
Night. Bye.